I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is amaraslogic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. First, I know this is a tough one, but salute the Bucks Nation. Y'all know we here to talk about what happened today. What's happening today between the Milwaukee Bucks and the Pacers again. Why is this team better than us? We didn't play with any passion, any heart, nothing. Dame did nothing. I know what's going on, but Dame did nothing. He looks confused. He looks lost. He looks disinterested. What are we watching? You let Tyrese Halliburton look soft, and you letting him doing all types of celebration? It's crazy. Acting fake tough. You got the Pacers really feeling themselves. These fools were shooting 60% most of the game. 60%. I can't even shoot 60% on NBA 2K with all the sliders in my favor. 60% as a professional. Our defense is atrocious. We can't stop a nosebleed. And this is clearly affecting Giannis. He didn't even want to try in the first quarter. He's like, let me see what they gonna do. Doing kind of what Kobe used to do. When his team ain't hooping, he just don't hoop. It should never get to that point. We need to figure this out. I know y'all don't want to blame Griffin and all that. You want to blame Dame? Fine. Blame whoever you want, but we need to fix this. We're a laughingstock. This is an embarrassment. Make a trade, get Dame, can't do nothing, can't use him right. We don't have an identity, Bucks Nation. We do things for a minute or two, then it's gone. The Bucks are like a child. They could do something for 2 minutes and then forget all about it and whatever happened. My daughter does that. She's 4. These dudes is 30. I don't let people talk to me crazy in no one-on-one situation, let alone talking crazy to me in front of hundreds of thousands of people watching it in the stands. Are you kidding me? Dame, you let that man do your celebration and he's still walking on your body? What is really going on? People are just two-stepping into the paint. Dancing, perking, all that old school dance stuff right to the lane. Right to the lane. No resistance. Any guards play us, they like, oh, we up. They probably on the plane dapping each other. Bro, I'm gonna try to go for 30 on the Bucks, fam. Man, me too. You know they can't hold no guards, bro. We about to eat. Brook can't move in the Brook can't move in the lane. Hey, bro, we about to feast in the paint. We don't even gotta shoot no threes against the Bucks. We could just kill them in the paint. There needs to be changes on this team. I don't know where y'all want to start, but there needs to be changes with this team. We lack dog. We lack heart. We lack intensity. Everyone outside of Giannis don't really play with no heart or no pace. We're old, and every time we play one of these young teams, we look old. I'm glad Middleton playing better. I'm glad all of that. That's cool. But we're still slow and old in certain respects. We have no pace. We have a Clydesdale and we holding him back. Giannis is like having a Lamborghini. You're only driving in the city and you don't get no highway action. Why would you have a Ferrari or a Lamborghini if you ain't never gonna open up the engine? I'm pissed. This shouldn't even be happening. The Pacers, bro, talking crazy. The Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton looked like a substitute teacher. He here talking crazy, gyrating and all this. Oh, man. Let's get into some of these numbers real quick. This is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell y'all the real truth. The real truth. Y'all want to hear the real truth? The real truth is, if we're not going to be able to adjust to the way Dame needs to play, we need to trade Dame. I'm dead serious with that. Because if we're not going to adjust to his style of play, we just need to trade him. What Giannis needs is some young dudes that can run and shoot threes. We might not need everything that Dame does. I don't know. Because we're not going to change the offense to appease him, clearly. And if that's the case, I don't know if he can function in this type of offense where we can expect consistent results. And also, we're not running any plays to get people into their pet spots. Like, if you watch the Golden State Warriors, they run plays to get Steph and Clay into their favorite spots. We don't do that. We're all freelance. There's no precision on this team. We don't even have the fundamentals down. We don't even box out. I just wonder what they're doing in film room and in practice. What are you guys doing? Whose man's is this? Hold on, let me show these weak numbers. Unbelievable. Look at Bucks shooting 50%. They're shooting 55%. It came down a little bit. 83% from the line, but these numbers aren't the ones that matter. Let's go here to the team stats. This is what it's about, y'all. Another team almost getting 70 points in the paint. Almost half of their points came in the paint. We can't just blame that on Dame and Beasley. It's bigger than them. And if they're not playing right, bench them and put in somebody that can play some defense. These stats don't even matter anymore. Teams playing like trash with no heart. Unbelievable. Giving up 140 to the Pacers. We were down by 18 to this team. They are not even that good. The Pacers are mid. And we making them look like they fire. This is embarrassing. Halliburton almost went for 30 again. Dame is Halliburton's son until further notice. Dame, you're Halliburton's son. And he younger than you, but you his son. Let this man talk crazy in your house and talk crazy in his house. How? Bucks need to make a move. This is not going to work in its current format with this coach. I don't know if y'all peeped. The Pacers coach was making adjustments throughout the game. He was forcing people to shoot where they didn't want to shoot, yet getting his team in position to score when they wanted to score. I know y'all want to blame always the players. That's cool, but the coach has responsibility too. You don't see Greg Popovich teams not disciplined, not boxing out, not doing the little things. You don't see that from Spoelstra's teams. And that's why they're usually always consistently good and competing for chips. We need to first tighten up on the fundamentals. Look at that. We about to lose by 20. Halliburton got 31. He is going to be talking crazy. At least Giannis came to play 8 of 13, 9 of 13. Giannis does not deserve this. Giannis deserves better than this. Can y'all please hit the like button? You Bucks Nation support it so we get it out there. A lot going on. I'm sure other Bucks fans want to vent as well. Absolutely ridiculous. And then Bobby Portis getting technicals, not doing nothing. I'm back on trade Bobby too. You just want to go WCW in there. Get Bobby out of there too. I'm damn near like trade everybody besides Giannis at this point. We can trade the whole team besides Giannis. We can just do a reboot like Spider-Man and Batman. We just need to do a reboot. Same lead character, Giannis, with new players. Y'all ain't playing to win no championship. Y'all think teams gonna lay down for y'all. The arrogance of this team. You think somebody's gonna sit there and just let you beat them? You gotta earn it. That's why these analysts is talking crazy to y'all. They saw maybe what we didn't see, that this team ain't ready. Or that we don't have the right parts. One of the two. Now we making all these analysts and pundits look right. Do you know what they about to say tomorrow? Tonight? And I know this team is better than that, but they play with no passion. Sitting over here getting dog walked by the Indiana Pacers. This is embarrassing. When is the Bucks gonna wake up and like we're tired of getting whooped on? This team whooped you in a tournament, whooping you at home. They just whooping you. Every time the Pacers see the Bucks, they get the belt out. Where is pride going to come in? Where is our pride? And I'm excluding Giannis from all this. Giannis give 100% every game. Regardless of the stats, he give 100%. I don't see anybody else on that team giving more than 80. Who else is giving more than 80% besides maybe Jackson Jr. and Beauchamp? Everybody else is trying to cruise at altitude until further notice. Thinking this championship about to fall in the Bucks' lap because people should look at our roster and just shiver and quiver in fear. You gotta show somebody what y'all about. This is ridiculous. I told y'all in 2024 it was gonna get serious. The Bucks are either going to sink or they're gonna rise to the top. And if they rise to the top, it's gonna be the complete top. But it's gonna be one or the other. We're about to find out what this team is made of and what Mr. Hands Behind My Back, that's a great coach, is going to do now. Let me get into the comment section, man. I'm screaming out here, acting like Stephen A. Smith or something. These dudes got me all in my... Shout out to Bucks Nation. I see all y'all in here. Bear with me a moment, y'all. Let me scroll back up and get to these comments. Damn, got somebody doing your celebration, and you ain't trying to put 50 on them. The audacity. Hoy Street E said, right, I'm starting not to like Halliburton. Was quiet as hell when LA clamped it. Right. But that's the thing, though. We give people heart. They know you. Man, everybody score against the Bucks. Bro, we giving up damn near 70, 80 points in the paint. Yeah, he gonna talk crazy. We fooled. Our great head coach just got his hands behind his back. Going from 2-3 zone to 2-1-2 zone, all that foolishness. Nothing is working. Play the young guys, idiot. Mr. Pricer said Dame on a bet. Yeah, I don't understand that. Not in that type of game. Mr. Price said Chris Quinn should be here. Somebody with some. I know y'all gonna say that this has everything to do with the players, but it does. But to a certain extent, the coach is who preps you. The coach preps you. I'm in leadership, right? At any point in time, I have a minimum of 15 people that are underneath, that are my direct reports, and maybe 5 extra for different contract positions, right? If we fail on the project, right, they don't blame the direct reports. They blame the supervisor, correct? They don't blame the direct reports. They blame the supervisor. Why do they blame the supervisor? It's because he should have had them prepared. So just take that with a grain of salt. Hold on a second, y'all. Man, I'm tight. Let me put the link in the chat too in a minute. What up, 78 LDBC General? Appreciate the $10 super chat. We solved, bro. Too many nice guys on our team. We need some dogs that's going to take it personal other than Bobby. I swear I miss PJ. I do miss that intensity from PJ for that. I think he's washed, but I feel you on that, though. Just a person like that, some toughness. Patricia said Halliburton is very cocky. Wouldn't you be? If you was playing the Bucks defense? Hold on, let me get your super chat, AB. Shout out to you, AB. AB with the 199 super chat. Salute. Y'all figure it out. You got an ideal trade? Not yet. Because we need a specific type of player to play it. We need something specific now, I see. Unless there's a wholesale change in the way we play offense, we're gonna need a specific type of player that's more off the ball. We would need like a Klay Thompson instead. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. There's just a pure, just like shooter, doesn't need the ball in his hands and things like that. That's what we would really need. Somebody like that to keep it real. Nick Swin said, hey, what up, Nick? Dame not hitting anything right now. Yeah, he ain't. Patricia, he's so cocky. Like, I'm so mad he doing this. What up, Humilidon, straight out of Puerto Rico? What's good? And like that, they think they can win Boston team if they can't win the powerful pay. Right? I thinking about the Boston is the last thing we need to be doing. Is thinking about Boston. That is the last thing we need to be doing. We need to take care of home and figure out what we got going here. Because this is pathetic. I mean, we have no pride. We're literally soft. We're soft. Everybody besides Giannis is soft. Daddy Phil says start Jackson to put a plus on defending. We all know that. But the great Coach Griffin doesn't believe in that. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to tap y'all in a minute, bros. It's quite a few comments. Let me get through some of these comments. I'll tap y'all in. Patricia says, Stacy, this team acts like they're allergic to the rim. Who you telling? Shout out to Stacy. Hold on a second, y'all. Y'all keep talking about Andre Jackson Jr. What we think and what Griffin thinks are two different things. Griffin doesn't want to start Andre Jackson Jr., so we need to put that out of our mind. If he doesn't see it by now, he's not going to see it. So obviously he thinks that Beasley's a much better player. So we could quit the Andre Jackson Jr. talk. He is not going to start him. He clearly thinks that Beasley's a much better player. So let's not even talk about that. Because if Griffin doesn't see it vehemently by now that we need an on-point defender, he's never going to see it. Maybe there's something greater he sees on his end. Mr. Priceless said Greek needs to be vocal, man. Too humble. Needs that Jordan Kobe mentality. To an extent, I agree with that to an extent. I definitely agree with that. That's a fact. That's a fact. Stacy said, I'll be that person. Shout out to Stacy. My boy John Jackson was good. John Jackson said this fake Disney Channel comeback. And yeah, that's the same thing they did against Boston. Boston let their foot off the gas. They come back and make it look acceptable. That's why I don't even care about the score. They lost 130 to 142. You got washed. They almost put 150 on us. We gave no resistance. I see you too, Eliza. Humility said, after this game, nobody tell me the Bucks is a contending team. Currently, in our current, how we're looking these last couple days, no, we do not look like a contender. Matt said this Pacer team seems like dirty players. Some of them just look dirty, bro, but I don't know if they're per se dirty players. Nick Swin said energy is gone. Three's not working tonight. Need to find a better solution. We got to wait for the great coach to figure it out, or wait for the players to figure out, however y'all want to do it. Melissa H69 said, why don't we rebound? Do they not practice this? My my husband had blown a gasket. Like I said, I don't know. We are blaming right now. We're saying it's the player's fault and nothing to do with the coach. That's what we're saying. That's what the consensus is at this point. I don't know what to tell you. Let me tap y'all in here in a minute. Hold on a second. Absolutely ridiculous. This is disgraceful how we played today. All right, hold on one second. Let me get everybody in here. Hold on one second. What up, Chitty? What up, Gibson? Let me get Daniel up in here. What up, gentlemen?
Hey, Amara.
This was hard to watch, bro. This team gonna need to make some changes, bro. Because we're not gonna change the way we play. We're gonna need to get different players at this point. There's not gonna be any adjustments offensively. There's not gonna be any changes defensively that haven't happened yet. So if we're gonna play this style, we need to change players. To me, everybody's up for an option to get traded, depending on what we get back outside of Giannis at this point. I'm at that point, because we have to understand the way Giannis plays, and the truth has been saying it. And I was hopeful that it was going to be a little different, that the pieces aren't going to match because of Giannis' style of play and controlling the ball. And I do see that there needs to be a certain type of player to play around in that type of offense. That just being real. Otherwise, it's gonna be ups and downs with Dame, and playing this style is gonna be ups and downs with Dame. That's just what it is. That's just keeping it 100% true right there. We gonna have to get some variety and some players, like, because I don't know if Dame is gonna fit this way, where he's just pretty much kind of like a spot up shooter. Like, I don't know if it fits. I really don't. And if the offensive scheme isn't going to change, I don't see how it's going to work. And if Griffin is not going to play players that are willing to play defense, how do we fix it? You got Jackson, you got Beauchamp, play defense, but you don't want to play him. You have Beauchamp going 4 for 4, you take him out. But I guess that's the player's fault.
Yeah, Amara, greetings to you. Just 48 hours back, we were talking about similar stuff, and today is reoccurring again. Gibson, peace and love to you.
Shout out to
Daniel,
you. Oh yeah, give it to us,
greetings
Gibson.
to
My
you. I
bad,
see you're
Gibson.
not happy.
You hold on, Chitty. You right. Go ahead, Gibson. I was tight, bro. Go ahead, Gibson.
Salute to everyone in the chat. Salute to everyone in the chat.
Yeah, my
Amber,
bad, Gibson.
Daniel,
You know I'm wrong.
Chitty,
And
the big
shout out to
one.
Daniel Bleach Report, boss.
What up, guys?
Shout out to you, Chitty. My bad, bro. Like, this bothered me today. But go ahead, Chitty. Then you, Gibson, and then you, Daniel. Go ahead, Chitty.
I like how Cheese the one to get him out of his funk, man. That's kind of funny.
You know what? I spoke about.
With Chitty, like, come on, man. It's okay.
I see something actually. I spoke about Chris Middleton. I said he has been a disappointment to the organization. People argued with me, no way, no way. Hey, Chris, with a generational player like Giannis Antetokounmpo, by now, if he was a serious person, he should have like 3 or 4 championship rings by now. With Giannis, let's be honest, it's kind of like look at the days of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan with what's his name, with Piping, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Look at what they were able to do when Pippen first came to join Michael Jordan. He wasn't that good.
Chitty.
That's how Middleton was.
Hey, 78, bro. Appreciate the $50 super chat. Salute. We need a Scottie Pippen type. Halliburton smile way too much for me. I want him hurt in the playoffs by any means, like Malcolm said. Also notice since Chris, hold on one second. Let me get that all the way off. Hold on one second, 78. Also notice since Chris has been playing good again, Dame been intimidated by Giannis and Chris chemistry. Maybe that's true. I don't know. But I just know Dame ain't looking right. He don't look comfortable. He look confused. And it's being real. Maybe he don't fit. If the offense, how it runs, ain't going to change, maybe he doesn't fit. I don't know. Go ahead, Chitty. What up, Pam? What up, Bunny Poker? I see y'all in there. Dre
Yeah,
West, Gianna,
at
Mr.
this point,
Smith. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead, Chitty.
yeah, at this point, I don't mind trading Dame for. I'll trade him to Miami Heat for Bam Adebayo. I don't mind trading because we didn't have issues with. To be honest, we didn't have so much issues with offense like that. More or less like because we had only Giannis as the top
No,
scorer.
we had problems with
But
offense.
now
No,
we
no, no,
brought
no,
in
no, no, no,
Dame
no, no, no.
thinking
We
that
had
we
problems with
would improve our
offense.
offense. But
Yeah, we
then we're
had
having
problems
a
with
lot of
offense.
issues.
Clearly, the last 2 years in the playoffs, we're not doing that. We weren't scoring. That's why we lost. Look at the scores in the game compared to how we scoring this year.
Yes,
So no, no, no. Our offense is what we have
yes,
all them
correct. But
stagnant
also
points.
at the same time, one of the problems. Yeah, but one of the problems we had was the coach not making real time adjustments, like in-game adjustments. That's
Oh
what
no,
we
no,
really
but you
had.
told me that we
And
got a
what are
great
the in-game
coach though,
adjustments
Chitty.
when
We
our
just
players
said the other
really
day we had a great coach, sir. And I've been telling you,
no,
he looking
I'm talking
suspect.
about I'm talking no, I'm talking about our past coach. I'm talking about our past coach,
Oh,
right?
so
I'm talking
okay, so
about
you
our
still
past coach.
think you think Griffin ain't doing
This
nothing
current
wrong
coach, what
yet?
we have with him, the problem I just no, I know he's doing something wrong. Of course, he's doing a lot of things wrong. He's doing a lot of things. Griffin is doing a lot of things wrong, and I'll
Okay.
point them out today. One of the things that he's doing wrong is he still does not understand who our opponents are and how they play us with the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'll agree with that,
And
Chitty.
this
No,
is
no, no,
this
no.
problem,
I
this
agree
issue
with that.
started with
He's
him
still not
choosing his
making the
top
right
five.
adjustments. I agree with that, Chitty. He's not making the right adjustments. That I agree with.
Exactly. This this issue is actually long going now in the second quarter of this season. And what is it? We've played 34 games now, and we can now see the real issue is our starting five. We
Yeah.
cannot have slow players with Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's not possible. It
Hold
will
on, we
not
just
work.
lost
It's
Gibson.
not
Hold
a
on one
winning
second.
play. It's not a championship kind of play.
All right, hold on 1 second. Well, let me tap back in Gibson 1 second.
Again.
And then we got some other people in the green room. So I'm gonna have y'all do a round robin and then tap some more people in. A lot of people trying to get there. I get it, y'all. CJ, I see you in the chat. Give me a second, bro. Chitty, let me get Gibson on because I don't know if Gibson having technical it's difficult. Gibson, tell us how you feeling.
Boy, I'm a salute to everybody in the chat. Boy, I was so embarrassing. I almost destroyed the TV. It was frustrating. It was
Bro, terrible.
frustrating. Watching this game. I turned the TV off. I had to walk away. I had
Yeah,
to walk away.
same.
I had to walk away.
Absolutely
I had to walk
ridiculous what
away
was
because
going on out here.
I get
Are you breaking up,
we need
Gibson? You're breaking
defense.
up a little
We
bit,
need
Gibson. You
rebound.
look like
We
you're a
need a coach
420p.
to stop sleeping and figure it out to find out
Yeah,
this is a
Hey
this is
Gibson,
a
yo
championship
signal is
team. Griffin
real
need to
bad, bro.
figure it
I don't know
out.
if you get to a better spot and then tap back in, bro. Your signal is bad. Let me see now. Hold on a second. Can you hear us, Gibson?
All right.
All right. Yeah, tap back in. It's like it's going up and
My
down.
signal bad.
Okay. All right. Tap back in, Gibson.
Okay.
All right. Let me tap in CJ here. Hold on. CJ, we just see the lights, fam.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. All right. What up? What up?
Wait, hold on. There we
All
go.
right. Yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna be quick because I know there's other people.
All right.
But
Go ahead, bro.
where do I even begin, man? Like, it's just after watching that game and after watching the whole close to 40, like 30 to 40 games of this season, man, we need to do something with this defense, man. This defense is, I'm telling y'all, and we gonna get put out the
Hey,
first
we can't
round
see you,
if
bro. We just seen the ceiling
the way
fan,
this
fam.
team's looking like.
Like we don't see you, fam. We just see the ceiling
I'm
fan.
seeing this team. Oh wait, my bad.
There you go. There, stay right there,
playing,
fam. You good? Right there. You right there. We see the dreads in the
yeah,
hoodie.
my
You
bad,
good?
bro.
Right
It's
there.
just,
Go ahead,
man,
fam. Go ahead.
it's just, bro. The game I just saw, bro. I can't even fathom. I can't even stand still, man. It is just missing assignments, lack of rebounding. I don't who are going hot after possession after possession after possession. Why do we take them out? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why are we taking them out? Like, I've seen games where we have Chris Middleton who will go 4 straight possessions scoring, and we sub him out.
Dude,
I've seen
like
Marjan,
that,
Dame,
you
Giannis go
ride the
off.
hot hand.
It's
You
just,
ride the hot
why are we
hand. I agree.
and to add on to it,
I know.
the real question that we need to ask, like, I want to ask y'all this too. If Malik Beasley is not our starter, and if Jay Carter comes back, do we still ride with Jay Carter, or do we look out for a trade? Because at this point, I think we need to look at a trade ASAP. Because
Bro,
I think Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm looking at some. I wouldn't mind a PJ Tucker only for a minimum price, minimal price. But I'm just saying we need a new coach. Amir, even I came on to just.
My man just went there. Go ahead, CJ.
The last couple of years of Bucks, what we lacked mainly was coaching. But the problem with the coaching that we have lacked is in-game adjustments. We have had no coach who is able to do correctly and critically do in-game adjustments with lineups. I even said it on in the chat one time. We do not have a kill lineup like we had in 2021, where it was Drew, Chris, PJ, Bobby, Giannis. That lineup have a combination of you can switch, everyone can score. We do not have that, right? Like, I can think of a kill lineup we can perfectly use. It is Dame, Marjan, Andre Jackson, Chris, and Giannis. That right there, or
that's an interesting
Bobby.
lineup. That's interesting. I'll be a little worried about some scoring, but that's interesting. That's interesting.
Defense and ribbon taking can be a problem, but I've seen Marjan and Andre Jackson when they're both in the game together. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I see it. They play better when they're on the floor when it's both of them together. They play way better.
Facts. That is a fact.
Way better.
Even Chitty said that. Chitty, remember you were saying the pace is different when we got the young dudes in there, and Dame does look better. Would you agree with that? Chitty?
Yes, of course. Obviously, that we saw glimpses in the second quarter when Marjon and Andre Jackson Jr. was playing. You understand? We saw glimpses. Like, to me, I feel that starting 5 should be scrapped out. It should be scrapped out. Moving forward, our starting 5 should be those young guys. It's that easy. I think we should. I think Brook Lopez, right? I think we're overpaying for a Brook Lopez. I'll be honest.
Daniel,
I think
who
we're
was saying
overpaying
that
for
all
that guy.
summer? Daniel, who was saying that all summer, bro?
You were saying it. You was saying that you wanted him traded.
We overpaid the company,
bro. He can't move. I love Brook when you coming right at him, but it got to be perfect case scenario for him to do what he do. He can't really adjust like that. He don't have the ability no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's getting cooked
Chitty,
like
so
barbecue chicken.
What do you think about Brook now at this point, Chitty? Do you think he needs to go?
He needs to go. Yeah, he's affecting the team. Like to be honest, at this point, I'm done with Brook. I think I've seen everything I need to see about Brook Lopez. He's deficient in both offense and defense.
I've seen it.
Chitty, hold on, bro. Chitty.
You're not lying. I agree with you.
Bro,
I've said it. I've seen it the
sometimes
first
Chitty
15
be
games,
drastic and he go wide left. But this game, what you talk about right now, Chitty, we got to get some likes up for Chitty. He is telling the truth right now. People might not like it. He's telling the truth right now. Chitty, I agree. Go ahead. Who next on the list? Who else getting shots, Chitty? Who else you letting shots on?
Next person I'm running that shot on is Chris Middleton. I don't mind. I don't care whatever whether he throws alley to Giannis. That's for me. Anybody can throw alley to Giannis. The other day, Beasley threw alley to Giannis, and he dunked on the Cavs team. So
Hold on
man,
1 second.
that's not
Chitty.
that's
Let me just get the super chat, Chitty. 1 second. What up, Nick? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Dame needs to stop being modest and take over the ball and be the leader of the pack to regain confidence. Repetition is needed for Dame. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to the queens of the
Dame is
chat.
just
Look at just
Dame is
dropping
just,
gems. Go ahead, Chitty.
Dame is just being exposed. Dame is just being exposed right now. Dame is being exposed right now. And the truth is, when Dame was in Portland Trailblazers, he wasn't in the eye of the media like that. So people didn't really know who Dame was.
Chitty. No,
Right now, he's in the eye of the media
Chitty.
and he's getting exposed.
Chitty. No, sir. You have to understand, Dame's label is a point guard, correct? A point guard is used to controlling the
Correct.
ball and leading the team. He led
Correct.
his team
But he's
in
doing none of
college.
that.
He led his team in college as a point guard, facilitating and orchestrating the offense. In Portland for 10 years, he was the point guard, initiating the offense, setting things up, always touching the ball, getting into rhythm. Let me give you another example. So I'm an IT, right? So if I was in a Linux environment, right, for let's just say 10 years, and then somebody hires me to be a Windows Server admin coming from Linux, right? I was the man in Linux, one of the best in the world or whatever. Now they say, hey, you gotta go to a Windows environment. And then you expected me to just come over to Windows and have the same, be as good as I was in Linux without the time that I put in Linux. You get what I'm saying? If you get a new job, you don't come on the job and then the first 3 days you know what you're doing. The average person to get acclimated to a position is 6 months to a year of a dramatic change position. I'm telling you, coming from leadership. So that has nothing to do with exposing. This is a learning curve. If we're going to stick with Dame, he's going to have to do a complete 360 from what he's usually had to do. So that's going to take time if we continue to go that path.
But we're forgetting something, Amara. Amara, we're forgetting something. We have Kristaps Porzingis. We have Kristaps Porzingis in the Celtics, who is coming from a Linux background to a Windows OS, right? And guess what? He's performing. He's dropping 34 points each night. He's the highest scorer in Celtics right now.
He's playing the
So
same position.
What's the difference?
He's playing. He's not a facilitator, nor is he a point guard. You can't compare them. Dame has the ball all the time. Kristaps has never had the ball all the time. He's never had the ball all the time. And he's also playing with a coach that's going to structure things to take advantage of what he does well. What have we seen Griffin structure to take advantage of what players do well?
Actually,
pretty much a budget.
Amara, I thought Dame don't have the ball all the time or most of the time. I was confused. I was confused this morning when I checked on usage rates in the Bucks team. And Giannis and Dame, in some nights, Dame has more of the ball than Giannis. So Giannis is at 78.5%, while Dame is at 77%. That's close to 78%. So it means that between Giannis and Dame, they hold the ball 50% of the time. So what's about holding of the ball? Dame holds the ball too.
But when I'm looking at it, it don't look like that. I'm telling you, if you go watch, you got YouTube available, bro. Go look and Google a Portland game. You can just watch. It's going to be an adjustment, bro. Just like I said, you can't go to a new job and know everything in 3 months. It's not going to happen. 6 months to a year. That is what it is, bro.
Amara, let me point
this type of drastic change.
Yeah,
he's playing like trash. That's what I'm saying. If we're not gonna allow him to do what he does, trade him. Period. If he can't do what he does, trade him.
We need to trade him. We need to trade him to where he wants to go to. Let him go to
Let me get to the super chat real quick. Hold on 1 second.
They going again.
78 says super chat for the $20. Appreciate it. 78. The LDBC, man, one of my longest supporters. Appreciate you, bro. For real. He said that Knicks win 10. I agree that Dame should be more active. Hold on one second.
Bring it back.
He said, I agree that
But he probably said the point I was going.
Dame should be more active, but it's really Giannis handling the ball too much. Also, the Bucks don't use Brook for his strengths. They use him for a few blocks a game, but not his offense. So who are we blaming then? So that comes back to leadership.
I would
that
not.
comes back to coaching.
I will not blame Giannis for holding the ball, and I'm not going to put any blames on Giannis because Giannis is doing a very great job, even a better job than Dame in distributing that ball. Look at the first quarter of today's game.
Again, you're not
Giannis
listening.
did
Go
his best.
ahead. Go ahead, CJ. Go ahead,
Yes.
bro. Go ahead, bro.
Hold on, Chidi. I'm gonna agree with Chidi on that one when Giannis hold on to the ball. One reason why Giannis holds on to the ball, and this is where I seen years when Giannis holds on to the ball. He does it when his shooters or his scorers are not hitting their shots. When they are not doing nothing with the basketball, or whenever they are too passing, or whenever Giannis creates separation or facilitating and he dumps it off and they're not shooting, he is going to hold on to the ball any means. Like I've seen it years after year after year. He does that. But I'm just agreeing with Chidi on that one.
I feel you. It's just a lot going on. Hey, CJ, I'm gonna tap you out. I'm about to tap in Mr. Smith, but tap back in here in a minute though. CJ, appreciate your insight, bro. Go ahead, Daniel. Hey, CJ, I'm gonna tap you back in, bro.
No problem, man.
All right, appreciate you. Let me tap you in, Mr. Smith.
Now, all right, what I'm gonna say is, I just still think, when Giannis don't trust nobody shooting shots, not hitting it, he'll hold on to the ball. He gets so mad. I mean, I see him. He gets so mad. I feel.
Now look what Stacey said. It's bigger than Dame and Beasley. That means coaching is at fault. Yes, the players are responsible to a certain extent, but we do have to look at coaching as well. I agree with that. Go ahead, Dale. Shout out to you, Mr. Smith.
Well, my point is, like, Dame needs the ball more, but at the same time, you see him. He missing shots, and he's like, "Man, I'm hitting my shots." Like it was really great to see him miss. He missed a lot of threes tonight.
Right, agreed. The last two games, like I said, Dame has been trash. That's what I'm saying. If we can't get him to get in his spots where he's comfortable, like we need to trade him then and get some spot up shooters. Period. Dame is dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can't use him the way he needs for him to be comfortable, then trade him. I'm on that now. Whatever.
Exactly.
Because
let him go to Miami. We will still win the championship, even if he goes to Miami.
Come on, man. You're not going to trade. I guarantee if you trade Dame to Miami, Miami's instantly in the championship conversation. Do you know why, Chitty?
Nah.
Hey, Chitty, do you know
why?
You want to know why, Chitty? You want to know why? They have a coach.
Yes.
Spoelstra can coach.
Bruh, I'm telling you, even with Spoelstra as a coach, they still cannot defeat a Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All right. 1 second. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. Let me let you tap in. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
Like the craziest stuff. You be respectfully, that is insanity, bro.
Mr. Smith, let's talk about this game. Tell me how you felt about today, real quick, Mr. Smith.
To me, it's not heavy analysis. Like, so I'm reading a lot of the commentary. Mm-hmm. It's not heavy analysis required for this. We allowed 47 points in the third quarter. We allowed 33 in the first. We allowed 33 in the second. And we allowed 47 points in the quarter. 47 points in a single quarter. I don't care. I see people getting hot and heated over the Dame and Giannis thing. I don't really give a damn about none of that right now. Me personally. We allowed 47 points in a quarter.
They shot 60% until the fourth quarter, Mr. Smith. They shot 60%. They had 70 points in the paint. Half of their points were right by the rim.
That's
the team as it's currently built can't stop a damn nosebleed. We look
Bro!
just like our football parts. We look just like Joe Barry and them damn Packers, who can't stop anything. Who on 3rd
Come
and
on,
8,
not right.
our cornerback are 30 yards back, allowing
Absolutely, dude.
15-yard reception.
Hey, Pam, we're not talking
like,
about Giannis. We're talking about with the way he plays. We just need to get people around him. That's the only option. That's the only option. If there's not going to be, because we don't have a coach that is cerebral enough to make this work. He's asking the players for advice. What y'all like to do, fam? Oh, y'all like that drop? Let's give you the drop, fam. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. My bad. Hey, I'm gonna tap you in 1 second, 78.
No.
Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
I was just saying. I think the problem is bringing those Packers in. I think the problem is very similar to when Matt LaFleur first came, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is that you may have dynamic ideas. You may not necessarily have the players to fit those ideas, right? So in the very beginning, the answer apparently was to just throw offense at the problem. I do realize that the way that we looked in the playoffs last year, we needed to go and get offense, but we went too heavy. And once again, two players who are very similar as far as their ability to play defense on the court at the same time very often. We've been saying this since the beginning of the season.
1 second, Mr. Smith. Let me just get off these two super chats. 1 second, Mr. Smith. No, 1 second, Mr. Smith. So Nick said Portland tried. Hold on. I think that's a fair point. Hold on 1 second. So Nick said Portland tried to build the team to Dame, Chitty. We have to deal with what we have. And that's part of it. One more, Mr. Smith, that I want you to finish. Just hold your comment for 1 second. Make sure I get this super chat. Melissa H with the 499 super chat said, I just need the Bucks to show some heart for the game. AG is not what I expected. He is not he is a real disappointment. Griff needs to go. Sorry, Chitty. All right, okay. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
I feel like this though, even before we get to the coaching, and I'm not saying that the coaching may not be potentially be an issue. I'm not saying that the Dame Giannis
what up, Janet?
teamwork or their relationship hasn't taken a couple steps backwards, because I think that it does. But I think before we even get to those points, we have to address how soft this basketball team looks.
Facts. Right now. Hey, Chitty, let me tap you out for a minute. Let me tap in 78 here for a minute, bro. I'm going to tap you out. I'm going to tap in 78. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, let me tap you in 78. Hold on. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. Appreciate you tapping in 78. We got Mr. Smith on here and Daniel. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. Finish your statement, sir.
I was saying that I just think that this team is soft. And in the past, I felt like I've been a Brook Lopez apologist because of the way that he looked last year on defense. I don't care how much money we paid. It is time to move on. And I mean not move to the bench. I mean just move on completely. And I don't say that lightly, because I was one of those who was like, Brook Lopez the team is soft. The team is soft.
Soft, bro.
I can't pass that. So I can't, before we even get to strategy and whether or not Dame is being allowed to control the ball in the way that he needs to control the ball, and to allow him to really get into I think all of those are very good conversations and good observations to have another time. But when you are allowing 47 points in a quarter, I remember once upon a time in my lifetime when allowing more than 25 points was a sin.
Right. Back in the 90s. Right. Facts.
47 points was a halftime score. And we just let a team that up until very recently had an identity on defense. And we allowed this Pacer team for 47 points. This team that is now pushing us around, this team that is smiling and laughing and walking away from us and bullying, and they're starting stuff, and all we're doing is sitting there like, oh, shucks, and once again, I think that there's a difference between starting fights out on the court and playing good, hard-nosed basketball.
Thank you.
We don't know how to do that outside of our top stars. So, I mean, if nothing else, for the Giannis apologists, and I'm pro Giannis as well. If nothing else, the number one thing that can never be taken away from him is that he comes with his hard hat on, ready to play.
Every
I can't say that
game.
about anybody else on this team. I can't say that about anybody else on this team. Too many times we come out unprepared. Too many times we come out like not knowing what to do. Too many times we're having these goofball mistakes when it comes to passing. Too many
Fundamentals.
times we're getting run.
Yeah.
Too many times somebody is
You're right,
dropping
Marvin.
shoulders in our chest and moving us back. How many times is Brook Lopez the biggest guy on the court? in the games we play, that's how many times is Brook Lopez the biggest guy?
But he's shooting threes, he's not in the post. He's shooting threes, not in the post.
Or on defense. How are you getting boxed out ever? How are you getting boxed out ever? If you push me in the back, you pay a penalty for that. I'm not saying that you go out and you hurt somebody, but your defense starts up here. Your elbows are up here. If somebody comes into that lane, they are getting tapped in the jaw. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. We have forgotten how to play defense. This coach, his idea, his concepts, his strategy on defense is a failure.
Right.
Failure.
Before let me let 78. What you go ahead and chime in? What you think about what everybody been saying up here? And salute to the LDBC. Go ahead, 78.
Salute, fam. Can y'all hear me good?
Good.
Can you hear me? Okay. First of all, 1,000 apologies for coming through Ghetto Fabulous with the black screen. You know what I'm saying? But look here, man. Next time I come through, I promise you, I'm gonna call from my cell phone. Okay, y'all get to see all my handsomeness.
You don't got to do no apology, 78. You my mans. Go ahead, bro.
All right, but check it out though. I agree with what the brother was just saying. First of all, look, man, the Bucks are soft, man. We've been soft for years. We've been soft, and I, as a Bucks fan, I've been so hesitant to say that because that's a hard thing to admit. You know what I'm saying? That we soft.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we soft, bro. And we starting to play like that team that lost to Toronto that year. Remember that year?
Yeah.
We started to play like that. Where Giannis is doing all this dribbling.
I agree, Green Ranger.
Giannis is drawing in the defense. There's 4 people on Giannis building the wall, and then he got to rely on people to hit the open shot. It's like, bro, Dame was here for a reason. All I'm saying is this. The year we won the championship, fam, Drew Holiday was the point guard. Drew Holiday brought the ball up the court. Giannis was coming off the screens, cutting to the basket. Giannis was doing his damn thing, right? And we won. Now all of a sudden, we reverting back to this weird ball where Giannis is the point forward. Oh, it's cool to get triple doubles and all that shit, bro. That's cool, but bro, that don't equal winning all the time for us. It don't equal winning all the time. Like, and I'm seeing that from Giannis in the ball. He drawing in 4 or 5 people. I saw 2 times tonight that I saw Dame Dallas was wide open early in the game. Giannis pull up for a 3. Why are you doing that, bro? Why? That's a bad shot, bro. You're too smart for that. You are our best player. You can't do that. Like, I'm not talking about somebody else, some scrub. You can't do that.
That's it.
Because you set the tone. You set the tone for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do that, bro. So another thing, I feel like Dame has been playing bad since Chris Middleton has been playing good. Since Middleton been back, playing like himself, I think this is just my theory. I don't got no facts behind it.
No, you talking? No, sir. Carry on, sir.
I feel like since Chris Middleton has been off minutes restrictions pretty much, and he's been playing a lot better, hitting the shots. Chris and Giannis, easy pick and roll. They know how to play with each other. Chris throw that ball up high to Giannis alley-oops. Dame likes to throw that little bounce pass, which lead to a lot of turnovers. They haven't figured that out yet. And I think Dame has been intimidated by their chemistry. He feels left out. And I think it's up to Giannis, as the leader of the team, to fix that, bro. I'm sorry. listen, I'm a leader. Leaders, you got to have responsibility for this shit, bro. You got to take responsibility. You got to step up. It ain't fair all the time, but you have to be the one to take it on the chin sometimes as a leader. You know what I'm saying? And say, look, man, okay, Chris gonna figure it out. Chris back now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure Dame feel welcome here. Let me make sure Dame understand what his role is. Let's just work some shit out. All practice, Dame and Giannis should be working on the pick and roll. All practice. And then my last point, I want to say this. My last point. I am so tired of the Milwaukee Bucks misusing Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is the biggest guy on the court. Until we play Embiid or Jokic, this is the biggest dude on the court. And that's our advantage over. Every game is a mismatch, but we never give him the ball in the paint. We got this man stretching the floor, shooting threes. Fuck them threes, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Hold on, 78. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Let this man.
78, come on.
No.
Let this
I
man
know you,
Brook
though.
Lopez,
I know where that passion from. I get you.
Let Brook Lopez get that ball in that paint.
Hold on 1 second, 78. While you letting off shots, hold on 1 second. Let me get off this super chat. Milwaukee Black, what's good, fam? $5 super said Chitty, you are talking crazy, bro. Bad coaching again. Dame is a point, not a shooting guard. He needs to run the offense more. Salute to you, Milwaukee Black. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Chitty, I'll be tapping you back in shortly, bro, because there's a lot of smoke for you a little bit, brother. I'll be tapping you back in a minute, bro. Appreciate that, Milwaukee Black. Go ahead. Go ahead, OG.
Hey, cuz spitting facts. I don't know why everybody coming at him. But look, this is the thing. Brook Lopez needs to be getting the ball in the paint where nobody can fuck with him, bro. Nobody can mess with Brook in the paint, bro. What are we doing? Why are we putting this man behind the three-point line? Every time we give him the ball in the paint, Brook is easily, if you give him the shots, Brook is more.
Oh, Trap 414. Appreciate the 199, bro. Where's Grimy Dame that sent home OKC? Resting, bro. I guess. Go ahead, 78.
Brook Lopez. To me, you need to have Dame, a combination of Dame, Giannis, and Dame, Giannis, and Middleton, and you have Brook Lopez and what's the boy name?
Andre Jackson Jr.
No, Beasley.
You like Beasley starting?
Beasley.
No.
Bro.
This is why I say this. This is why I say this. Hear me out. I think Andre Jackson Jr. is a better defender than Beasley for sure.
Well, yeah,
I think that Beasley can hit his shots. He just can't defend, and he hurt us because we putting Beasley. I think it's unfair what we're doing to Beasley. Hear me out, because Beasley is taking on the responsibility of guarding the best player, perimeter player on every team when he's not a defensive player. Beasley is a three-point shooter, and we're letting Dame off the hook because we're saying, well, Dame give us 26 points a game, so he ain't got to do nothing. He ain't got to defend nobody. Let's put that off on Beasley. Man, Beasley messing up. Beasley doing this. No. How about Dame play some defense for a change? How about
Neither
that, bro?
Neither one to play no defense. I'll say that all day. Neither one to play defense. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would rather have a defensive-minded shooting guard in the game for that point. You got Dame, you got Giannis, you got Middleton, and Lopez. That's enough scoring.
Would you rather have Andre Jackson starting and having Beasley come off the bench?
Yes.
I would.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Oh, okay. Give your rebuttal to that. My boy 78 just let it go to Draco with the switch and an extra clip. So how you feel? I want your response, Mr. Smith, and then you, Daniel, my boy unloaded the cannon for real. Shout out to 78. Go ahead, Mr. Smith, and then you, Daniel. Then I'm gonna tap you in a minute, Chitty.
I feel the passion. I feel like this, the same thing that we were just saying about Dame. Like if we a wise coach, a smart coach, an intelligent one would know how to figure out how to establish some kind of continuity between Dame and Giannis and be able to use it. You
Knicks
send
win
Dame
with
to
the
a team
shout
like
out to
Miami,
78. Appreciate
you
the
are creating
199. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
like if you were to send Dame to a team like Miami, I bet you Eric Spoelstra would figure out how to do it, right? But so what we were saying was, if someone had said, I think it was you, Amro, who said it, that if we can't figure out how to use Dame, then let him go, which I think would be a failure in coaching. That you have a weapon that
But
good,
everybody's saying it's not the coach's fault. They saying it's the player's fault.
But here's the point that I'm building off
of,
right?
Go ahead, brother.
While I don't necessarily agree with that with Dame, I feel that way about Brook. Right? Because at this point, if whatever it is that Brook can still offer, if we cannot figure out a way to figure this out with Brook, then it's just time to let him go. He is a step slower. There isn't much that he does well anymore. And this is coming from a Brook, the fan, the president of the Brook Lopez fan club. If you're not going to change the defense, then he has to go at this point because he can't stay with any of the younger dudes. I am tired of seeing that. I am tired of seeing people get in the paint and they are just undressing him. Play after play after play after play after play. It's not
that was
that.
from
It's
that was from his heart.
People who are a whole foot shorter than him pushing him out the way and getting rebounds.
Bro,
that should never happen.
How are you getting boxed out by somebody that's 6'6", 6'7"? How are you getting boxed out?
Like, what is that about? Look, enough already with that. I'm tired of seeing that. For me, the last straw was seeing all these younger dudes jump over him. But when you see dudes pushing him out the way, then what? Then the only time that you're useful is when you get another slow center?
Oh, like yeah, hold on one second, Mr. Smith. Hey, y'all, we've been on here for an hour. We only got 56 likes. It's 139 of y'all in here. Let's please get the likes up. Don't you see this passion for Bucks Nation? Don't you see all this positive talk, all of this knowledge in here? This is a community, friends and family. It's not coming out y'all check to hit the like button. We should be at around 80 likes right now. Come on, y'all. We've been online for an hour, spitting from the heart. You don't see the passion here? Real Bucks fans. This ain't that cookie cutter stuff y'all get from these other dudes. This is that real straight raw. This is that pink flake. Y'all might not know what that means. That might go over y'all head. But those that know what I'm talking about. This that pink flake right here.
Yeah, and Amber mad. You know Amber mad when he got the 50 Cent wife beater on. He's ready to go. Amber ain't playing no games. He got the 50 Cent wife beater on.
Bro, I was so hot, bro, watching the game. I was literally sweating with anger, fam. That's the only reason I'm in the beater. The only reason. Here we go. Hey, this is beaters, bro.
They finna do it now. They finna put the.
There we go. Shout out to Mr. Smith. We on it, bro. We on it. Let's go.
I'm tired of it because in the time that it took me to take off my shirt, Brook Lopez got dunked on again, man.
Oh, wow.
Bro, he is wicked right now.
It's hard for me to say that. But you have a coach, and this is all on the coach. This isn't all entirely on Brook Lopez. This is all on the coach. Because last year, Brook Lopez was the second runner-up. And you go from being, or not the second, the first runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year. And you go from that to literally being unplayable in 90% of the games that we have. 90% of the games that we have, you're unplayable. Right? We don't have a better option behind him if we're going to put in Bobby Portis because Bobby Portis is just as bad or worse. Bobby Portis can't play vertical defense at all.
Yeah,
Bobby Portis' saving grace is that he can play perimeter defense.
Yeah, he just can't play post defense.
Right. He just can't play post defense, and Brook Lopez can't play defense at all anymore. If he's not blocking a shot, he's not doing anything. I think these are all arguments to make, like whether or not, like the Dame Giannis thing, I think is a conversation that's worth having for sure, right? I think that needs heavier analysis, right? Because I was a fan of Giannis continuing to bring the ball up the court and play point forward. I do think that there's still value in that.
Correct,
I don't think Giannis is the problem. I just think that I'm also seeing, it's like a conundrum, right? Because I am seeing Dame languish, even if he is getting the ball it still doesn't seem like he's getting the ball enough. I'm seeing it now that the case study that I'm seeing is I'm interested to see what Giannis looks like playing more off the ball. Right? And I'm just interested to see that. Now,
Elijah, he
Giannis
hasn't looked good in the last couple games. Dame hasn't. I agree.
You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing what Damian looks like playing off the ball. And he's languishing. Right? So I don't think that Giannis is the problem. Or at least invent an offense that can allow Giannis to bring up the ball as much as he is, but still gets Dame that feature, right? I don't think that we're moving the ball enough that Dame is really getting off the way that he can. And a lot of this is also on Dame. Like, you are a top 75 player.
Yeah, you got to play like it.
Going as well, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can't always be trying to figure out how to unlock.
He has to start being a little selfish. He has to just start being selfish a little bit. And if he's going, they're going to keep letting him go. That's what he has to know mentally. Like, okay, I'm going to go greedy, but once I start hitting, I'm just going to roll with it. But if you know what I'm saying? So I do think it's partially Dame, partially coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's a healthy portion of both. I think Dame is being too, I don't want to, do too much. This is his team, Kim and Chris's team. I don't want to just do what I did in Portland. I don't want them to say I came here and try to take over the team and make it my team. There's a lot of other stuff that's involved in this, ladies and gentlemen. This is just not a cut and dry thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I gave y'all the perfect example with Linux and Windows. If that don't make sense to you, I don't know what else to tell you. It's either we just be patient and wait for them to work it out, or we make a move. But it's going to be one or the other. And if it's going to be patience, then it's going to take some time. It might not be right until damn near April. At this point,
I think Dame and Giannis and Milton, I think that combination is going to work, bro. I just do. But I think you need the young players.
I do too.
Young players. You need them young players, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that.
Yep, Pam just said that same thing. Horst has never had young talent around Giannis. I agree with that, Pam. Go ahead, 78.
We need them young guns because we need them guys who are gonna get after it, who gonna take it personal, who gonna be mad. They understand all the little young mumbo jumbo slang and all that. They know all that stuff. When Halliburton out here smiling, bro, I want to punch Halliburton in his mouth, bro.
He's soft, bro. I'm telling you, he's soft.
Bro, the way this dude be smiling on the court, Dame irritate me so much because, Dame, you supposed to teach this dude a lesson, bro. Why you didn't have 5 games so far? Why are you letting this dude cooking you, bro?
Bro, he whooping you like Fury was whooping Wilder. You had 1 or 2 big shots in the game, and then you getting worked. The rest.
Right.
Here's how I feel, though, about that, right? I think anytime that you are about to make a trade or the types of things that justify a trade would be a big enough sample size where you can say, we have tried this, we've tried this enough, it's not working, right? Before I even talk about offense and really get into that, even though I just made points about what I think that the Dame-Giannis relationship could use, to me, it starts and ends with defense. It starts and ends with defense. I don't care how many damn threes Malik Beasley shoots. Malik Beasley cannot be in the starting lineup with Damian Lillard
at the same time. That's it. They can't play. They can't play together. And Dame, we already know Dame played better with Andre Jackson Jr. Plus, Andre Jackson Jr. played defense. And then when they add in Beauchamp, he played even better at the right pace. But again, that's down to the coach to figure that out.
Absolutely. That's just what he looks like on offense, right? But what I'm saying is that just the defense.
I see you, B-Shack. I'm going to tap you in a second.
Brook has lost a step. Brook has lost 2 or 3 steps.
Appreciate you, Daniel. I'll hit you up later, Daniel. All right.
Salute, Daniel. All right. Brook is not explosive at all anymore. So unless you are the odd guy who figures out how to get blocked by Brook Lopez, it's getting to the point where people are laughing at it. Like, you got blocked by Brook Lopez? Bro, what are you doing? Because everyone can get over on him now. Everyone can get over on him.
Everybody challenging him. Everybody.
Everyone. He's not a threat anymore. And by default, we're not a threat anymore. And so if you already have that going, and you have one of the weakest point of attack defenses going, we're cooked.
What up, Jimmy?
We're
Right,
cooked.
yeah.
We don't have a pass rush. We don't have a secondary. You're cooked.
Right. He said we don't have a pass rush. We don't have a secondary.
Or a secondary.
Right. No, that's a great analogy. No. That's a great analogy. That. I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
The other. And me personally, at this point, like I said, with all due respect to Brook, Brook's got to go. I get why Brook is still here. Brook is a big that can space the floor, right? I am tired of offense being like, we're so offensively driven that we have no defense. Did you watch the game? It didn't matter how many shots we made. At some point, you have to stop the bleeding, and we could not stop the bleeding. We couldn't stop a nosebleed. That's the problem on this team. We couldn't stop anything. So all of your comebacks are stunted right there.
Because you can't stop nothing, right?
You can't your way out of every problem.
That's what I think that this team is built. Oh, we'll just shoot you out the gym, and if we don't, we'll deal with it.
You do that every game,
right?
You can't. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like all of the other top teams are more well-rounded than us, so
and more dominant,
and more dominant. But what I was going with the well-rounded is the nights when they don't have good shooting games, they can still lean on their defense to get them fast break points, turnovers, and to get their offense in that. If we don't have a good shooting game, we're done. Now, mind you, it doesn't happen very often because we do have a very good offense, but it is absolutely going to happen against the other top teams. We're going to be cooked. We're getting cooked by an average team. I asked this question the other night.
They're mid. They're mid.
Right. Does anyone think that the Pacers can even make it to the Eastern Conference? No one said yes.
No.
We've lost 4 out of the 5 games that we played against this team, though. So right now, we need to come to the realization, as much as this stings, we're mid.
Yeah.
We're mid. As currently constructed, we're a mid team. We're good at shooting. We have 2 really big superstars. But as far as the complete picture, we are mid. And it starts with defense. Our defense is a joke. We had started to get better. And then somewhere along the line, we started backsliding once again. I think it started with that damn Knicks game on Christmas. And it's just been gradually worse since then.
And it's not going to get easier. Bucks Nation think we're going to have some cupcakes. We don't got a lot of cupcakes coming up this part of the season. That's why I said the second half will make us or break us. It's going to make us or break us. Period. But shout out to B-Shack. Thank you for joining, B-Shack. Go ahead, tell us how you feel.
Well,
good night, Pamela.
I feel like.
Hey, cheating, y'all. I'm gonna tap y'all in a moment. Go ahead, B-Shack.
Because if I was on the court and I had the same attitude I used to have when I was young, I would have punched someone on the Pacers. Because they were laughing, they were clowning. I would have hit somebody. I mean, listen, I'm a man of God and all that type of stuff. One thing I can't stand is you clowning me and trying to make sport of me. It was someone got to do something about Halliburton, man. Halliburton is out of control. He's out of control, man. He's out of control, man.
Preach,
out of control,
bro. But we did that. We can't be mad at him. We created this monster. We created this monster. He wasn't like this. He started styling on us and feeling himself. Yeah. He like the dude that was only dating mid females. That all of a sudden he got a cold chick. Now he talking reckless like he been that dude forever. Same thing. We need to put it back. We need to put it back in his place. You mid. We need to make him feel mid, and that's on Dame too. B-Shack. Dame as a player, you should have just. I would be blowing my top if I was Dame. You created this monster. He on the national media because you can't do nothing,
bro.
Oh, hey, B-Shack, I think he's stuck, bro.
I'm telling you why I say that.
Frustrated, he really let it go. But here's the thing. That defense we got a serious problem.
Hey,
It is only magnified because you have a coach.
Go ahead. Hey, you breaking up a little bit, B-Shaq.
What's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, a little bit, but you kind of pixelate. Just drop real quick and come back in. It's like you.
Okay.
Yeah, you pixelate. All right. Just tap back in a minute here. I'm going to tap.
Okay.
Let me see. 78, you still online? Okay, let me tap in Mr. Smith here. Hold on 1 second.
I'm here, bro.
All right.
I'm here.
All right, hold on. Mr. Smith, I don't know what happened. Hey, Mr. Smith, you went blank, bro. Tap back in. Let me tap in Jeffers real quick. What up, Jeff? What up, Jeff? Can you hear me? Oh, Jeff, you delayed. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. Hey, Jeff,
Yeah, see,
we can't hear you, bro. You have to tap back in. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Amber?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was trying to see Jeff. I can hear you. Let me drop
Amber,
Jeff for a minute. Yeah, I hear you. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second. Let me swap here. Let me just swap here for a minute. Let me just fix it. There we go. I'm gonna tap y'all in a minute. Some of y'all internet been weird. So Chitty, what you gotta say, and then I'm gonna have you rebuttal 78. Go ahead, Chitty. Chitty, can you hear me? I don't know what's.
Yeah, you see, I want to make some statements. If you notice, yeah, I can hear you well. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you. You straight. You straight. You go ahead. You good?
Okay, so I just want to make some quick statements. All right, great. I'm not.
No, well, you're talking. You good, bro. You good. Just go. You straight.
Problem though.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Yeah, so I want to talk about a lot of things though.
But
that
we
was
gotta keep it
pinpointed,
short. We gotta keep it
I'll
short,
say it
Chitty.
here,
It's a
right?
ton of people waiting, so we gotta keep it kind of short.
Yes. So them has been disappointing thus far on the Bucks uniform. So we started with the in-season tournament when Tyrese Haliburton made fun of you, saying, "I know what time it is. I know what time it is." Like, as a top 75 player, you're supposed to shut that thing down, right? You came in the next game again and you threw a stinker. You had to take Giannis putting up 64 points for you to beat a team like that. Every game against the Pacers, you know the Pacers are after you. Every game against the Pacers, you've always come short. You always come off short.
Okay, so what
And
we're
you
saying,
expect
so
the
then what we're
whole
saying,
league to be scared of your
Chitty,
trade
what
into
we're
Milwaukee
saying
Bucks.
is
How?
so this is all Dame's fault. Okay, so that's fair. That's what you're saying. This is all Dame's fault for the most part, right? Yeah, that's what you're saying.
For the most part, I really would blame them.
Okay.
I would.
Okay, that's fair.
There's no way a player like Dame will be on Milwaukee Bucks. There's no way a player like Dame will be on the Milwaukee Bucks team and not show. How much is Dame earning? Dame is earning more than Giannis. And every game, Giannis is playing 100%.
No, yeah,
There is
we
nothing
get
Giannis
that.
has not
Okay.
done to welcome Dame into the Milwaukee Bucks team.
Okay, so we get that. So we're blaming Dame. Let me let Jeff speak. So Jeff, can you hear us? Jeff, can you hear us? Jeff. Jeff. All right, let me tap him out real quick. Jeff, you got stuck, fam. Can you hear me? Yeah. Let me tap. Hold on. Let me bring B-Shack in. Hey, B-Shack, you still there, Mr. Smith? Hold on. Let me try to get y'all in here. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you, Mr. Smith. Yeah, that's weird. Let me see if I can tap you in. Let me see if B-Shack can join in here. I'm just testing something here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with y'all too, bro. Y'all can't tap in for whatever reason. Let me tap Brandon in here real quick. Go ahead, Brandon. Tell us how you feel real quick, bro.
Giving away. What's up? What's up?
What up? I see Brandon internet straight. Go ahead,
Hey,
Brandon. Go ahead, bro. How you
hey,
tell us how you feel
I
about the
think
game, bro?
I, I think I want to say this. We lost four out of 5 games against the Pacers.
Right.
So I think we gotta make something.
Yo, yeah, agree.
Also,
Hey,
we need
78, can I tap you out for a minute so I can tap in a few people, bro? Hey,
Yes,
78,
sir.
you hear me?
Go ahead, bro. I'm
Okay.
listening.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Now let me try to tap in. Let's see if B-Shaq can get in here this time. Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on with something. Go ahead. Let me try to tap you back in, B-Shaq. There we go. Oh yeah. Now you
I
in
just want to
4K.
say
There
I
we go.
agree
Go
with
ahead, Brandon.
everybody. I think Brook Lopez had to go. It's not the same players like it used to be.
Agreed.
But also, I think we need to cut some players
I
a
don't
bit
think we
by
can cut anybody like
so
per se. I think we need to
we can
trade
run
somebody,
forward.
Brandon. We need to trade somebody. I don't know what's going on with the stream. We might have to end this in a minute. Everybody seemed like they
I want to say
pixelated.
this.
Uh-huh. I see you, Smitty. Hey, Brandon, you freezing, bro. Brandon, you freezing.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna tap you back. I'm gonna tap you out, tap back in, bro. I gotta figure out what's going on. I'm gonna tap you back out, tap you back in. Let me, Mr. Smith, can you join? I don't know what's going on. Hey, Mr. Smith, I gotta figure this out, bro. I don't know why you not showing up. I don't even see your face. Let me tap in Smitty real quick. Go ahead, Mr. Go ahead, B-Shack, while I figure this out. B-Shack, go ahead, sir. Hey,
Yeah, I
CJ,
was
I
going to
tapped you back
say
in.
that, yeah, the defense is just so bad right now. Everything is just magnified because you have a coach that really can't figure it out. And no matter what the situation is, it can't get no better because Coach Griff doesn't seem to have a clue. Um, I was watching near the end and was just having a field day on us. Why didn't he put Andre Jackson on Halliburton? I mean, he was playing with Chris, and listen. I watched the game on the Pacers broadcast. They were talking about the Bucks defense so bad. Quinn Butler was like, just be patient. Their defense is going to give you exactly what you need. Just be patient. They can't stop anybody. They can't keep they can't stay in front of players. Just be patient. And a great point guard like Halliburton is going to cut you to pieces. We're right now, we are no match for a great cerebral point guard. Period. He'll pick our defense apart. So it's really right now. It's not looking too good. Getting ready to go into the hard. I would have more hope if I believe that. Listen, let's just face it. Uh, uh, Coach on the Pacers. Um,
Was
he
that Rick
just he
Carlisle,
just in
right?
these 5 games, he's totally out coached
Coach.
Griffin.
Yeah,
You can
easily.
see Rick Carlisle. You can
I
see the
agree.
problem against a great coach. You can see the problem. He can't square up with Carlisle or any other great coach. This is a problem, y'all. We got a problem.
No, I agree with you. I'm gonna let CJ get your statement off, and I want to tap in Mr. Smith. I can see you now in the green room, Mr. Smith. Go ahead, CJ.
Man, also want to follow up, but I just want to know, when is Adrian Griffin gonna stop playing Pat Connaughton? Uh, like it's just what is Pat Connaughton gonna bring? Like, but if he ain't gonna shoot, what is he going to do? Like, he is just doing cardio out there. Like, come on, man. Like, not only that. why if we are struggling from if Malik Beasley is not hitting threes, Pat Connaughton is not hitting threes, Bobby Porter is not hitting threes. Do you not think to play AJ Green?
I mean, he got a broke nose right now, but even with the mask, even Beauchamp,
But
Ajax, I know, but I
even
get
still,
your point.
I was saying even before he was injured, there's games, but way even before this, we have like if no one's shooting efficient, play AJ Green. Like I just don't
That
get
I
it.
agree with that. I agree
And not
with
only
that.
that, the defense.
No, I agree with that. I agree with
I
that.
personally think the offense is going to figure out sooner or later because right now, I personally think Dame and Giannis need to figure it out more because Chris
Mm-hmm.
Middleton later on we know Chris Middleton in the playoffs in crunch time moments, that's when we gonna need him. That's
Right.
when we gonna need him scoring 20 to 25 points minimum. We just need to get Dame and Giannis going. But also, I think 78 even he followed up by saying, which I agree, we don't use Brook Lopez like how we use Bobby Portis. Brook Lopez should be how Bobby Portis is how coming off the bench. Getting in the post, down low, backing low. It's just he is standing up top in a corner, which I like him, but Brook is 7 foot. We are playing mostly teams who are not even like 6'11", and we're getting out rebounded. We're getting
Bro.
dominated in the points in the paint.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree
It's
with you.
I'm
I,
telling y'all, if we playing a team like Embiid, we're going to get killed. We're going to get killed. And
yeah. I completely
my
agree
last
with you.
point,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, CJ.
with when Jay Crowder coming back, I think it's going to help a lot more. But we need to do something with Adrian Griffin, man. We really need to do something with him because if you can't figure if you're a defensive minded head coach and you cannot figure out the simple problems that we have on defense, I don't know I just don't know what we can do. It's simple. It's simple. What I'm telling y'all, if I'm a coach who's playing the Milwaukee Bucks, all I am telling them is this: work on your floaters, work on your mid range, whole practice.
That's
That's
it,
all you
bro.
need to
That's
do.
it.
All you need to
For
do
real. Hold on
because
one second,
they
CJ.
cannot stop the pick and
Right, hold on one second.
roll.
What up, Nick?
They
Appreciate the $9.99 super chat. The deer is not feared anymore. Hold on one second. Damn, that sounds crazy to even say. Nick said the deer isn't feared no more. In the beginning of the season, they feared the names on the roster. Now they see our flaws. They don't respect us anymore. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. But appreciate you tapping in, CJ, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, Smitty,
Actually,
if you can tap back in, that'd be cool too. But I'm gonna drop you, CJ. But tap back in next time. Appreciate you, bro. Salute to you. I'm gonna tap in
No
here,
problem.
Mr. Smith. But stay on,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but stay around, bro. Appreciate you. You got some good content there, bro. Appreciate you. All right,
yeah,
CJ.
actually, Amara, yeah, Amara,
Yep.
I'll say this, right? The reason why Milwaukee Bucks were feared is because Giannis instilled that fear. Giannis' great plays over the years instilled that fear for other teams to get this phobia when they're playing Milwaukee Bucks. But then again, it's been watered down, and it's been watered down because we had the best trade thus far in books. We had the best trade this season in books,
Mm-hmm.
but practically, physically, right now, it's trash because it has been watered down. Every I will still put more of this blame on Dame
Of course.
because
Of
games where he was supposed to come up and show up as the best trade this season that was talked about on ESPN and every other news channel, he fumbled. He fumbled really bad. So if this was the playoffs, I will met this thing. I will met the Pacers. We'll be done in 5. We'll be out there in 5 because it's 4-1 right now.
Go ahead, Mr.
You
Smith.
know why I can't agree with this is the reason why I can't agree with that. Respectfully, right? Because I always respect your opinion. I do think that you come with some good points to make. But I think everyone can see that our offense is maybe not where it would like to be. And despite all of that, we are still number 3 in the league.
Correct. On the positive
We're
side,
number
right.
3 in the league, tripping and falling and
Shout
stumbling
out to
and
Mr.
fumbling
Cool.
and not being able to find our way through the dark. We're still number 3 in the league. That means we're elite. We're elite and we look goofy. You know where we're not elite? You know where we absolutely look terrible? Is on defense. That's where we look terrible. That's where it begins and ends. We are horrible on defense. We're not good. We're not bad. We're not mediocre. We're horrible on defense. This team, as it's currently built, the brother who was up there, who tapped out, was on to something. He said, well, "What are we even playing Pat for at this point? If he's, I think at this point he's just keeping his weight down.
Right, that's it. Shout out to CJ.
Like cardio.
Smitty too.
That's it. That's all he's doing. I'm looking at his numbers. 14 minutes tonight, right? So there's a lot less minutes than he played the other night. He scored 3 points though. So here's the thing, right? If you're not going to score offense, if you're not going to be prolific on offense, then what are you doing on defense? We have guys who are there for their scoring ability, and they are not justifying their presence if their shot is not falling. If Pat's shot is not falling, what does he give us?
Nothing.
If Bobby's shot is not falling, what is he giving us? And this is Bobby Portis we're talking about. And I'm a Bobby Portis fan, but Bobby Portis tonight had 9 points. 9 points? Bobby Portis is supposed to be averaging 15 or better, right? But if he's not doing it, then who is he out there going? Who is he going out and stopping, right? Malik Beasley, who is always being questioned, had 8 points tonight. If he's not firing on all cylinders, what is he giving? We're not a well-rounded team.
And that's what I be saying. Everybody is trying to blame Dame for everything. They're trying to blame Dame for bad weather and everything else. And it's not all on Dame. I'm telling you, coming from a complete... That's what I'm saying. How can you... Okay, so you're telling me when you go to it... No. Chitty, I'm going to ask you a direct question. When you get a new job, do you know everything in the first couple months? Yes or no? No, right?
With experience, right? With experience, you would understand what your job description is about. With experience, with job experience.
I see you, Smitty. I'm gonna tap you in 1 second, bro.
The reason why you're being interviewed for a job is because they are judging you based on experience, especially when it's a high level job. And with that experience, when you come in, they'll tell you this is what we want to solve as a problem.
Chitty,
can you do that?
I'm telling you, I run a whole bunch of stuff in real life, bro. You are even with we hire you, and then we have to train you, bro. That no. We're not doing that. No, sir. When you get, if I hire somebody on a job, sir, they have experience. They do not come in knowing everything. We have to train you. We have to get you up to speed. We have to see what you're good at. Then we work with your strengths and assimilate you to the team. There has not been that. No. That no.
But
If you're not going to admit that, no.
Amara, you know there are job descriptions that are different. Amara, there are job descriptions that are different. There are high level job descriptions that requires high level experience. And when this high level experience comes in, this personnel actually dictates how the company evolve around that problem and resolve the problem they're facing at that time. With these job descriptions with high level personnel, I require that these personnel come in with their creative years of experience to help them resolve those problems which are holding the company back. The reason why we got Dame into Milwaukee Bucks is so that he could use his years of leadership, veteran leadership,
to help to. Do you want to keep it 100 right now, Chitty? Chitty, do you want to keep it 100? Do you want to keep it real?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to keep it real? Okay.
Yes,
if we want to be completely honest, right? When we got Dame, right, and then we saw Giannis going to Hakeem, right? We saw Giannis go to Hakeem, right? What was that for?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, what did he go to Hakeem? What did he need to learn from Hakeem?
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
He wanted to learn jump shots and
other
new things to add to his game.
Okay, so he went to Hakeem to add to his game, correct?
Skill set to his skills.
Okay, so he had a set of skills, right? So, and he was down
Yes,
there for
correct.
it. And Giannis, I'm not picking on Giannis. I'm just giving you an
Yes,
example to prove my point. Okay, so Giannis went down to Hakeem, right? And he
yes,
was down there for a while to learn post moves,
yes,
right? So you just told me when you get hired for something, you
correct.
should learn right away, and we should see that, correct? Have you seen anything
No,
from?
that's not what I said, Amara.
Okay, well, that is what you said. You just told me
No,
if you get
Amara.
hired, your experience, you should hit
No,
the
Amara.
ground running.
Amara, let me explain.
It can't be both ways, bro. It can't. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I just showed you what it is with
No,
your own
again.
comment. With your own comment, right?
Amara, Amara, look
Can
at
I
this
make a
picture.
point?
Amara, look at this
Can I
picture,
make a
right?
point?
Okay, hold on one
You
second. Go
have a
ahead, Mr.
company,
Smith. Go
right?
ahead, Mr. Smith.
Your
Hey,
company
Smitty, I'm
is
gonna
great,
tap you in 2
but
minutes. Give me 1 second, bro.
you want to create.
Go ahead. I'm gonna finish
Hold on
your
for a second,
statement, Chitty.
Chitty.
Then I
But the
gotta tap
point
somebody.
that
Tap
if we're
three, four
using
people
this
in here.
Okay,
business
So
model,
finish
Amara.
your statement.
Oh,
See you.
okay. You've done like
what I was saying was
a
if we're using this business model example,
$10 million,
that
right? And this $10 million you did.
hold on.
Hold on 1 second, Chitty. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. Go ahead,
I'm
Mr.
saying
Smith.
we could use all the metaphors and the examples and the business models and every other way we want to use to try and describe the point. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you a little. Your picture's a little stuttered though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so it's a little stuttered.
Oh, okay. So what
Yeah. Hey,
was
Chitty,
we
let
could
me
use
let me
all the
tap this.
examples
I'm
that
gonna
we
put you back in
wanted
the
to
lobby.
find
Let me tap in Smitty. He been
to
waiting
demonstrate.
for a minute, bro. Let me tap him in real quick. I'm just gonna put you back in the lobby for a minute. Hold on a second. All right.
Okay.
All right, let me tap in Smitty here. There you go. What up, Smitty? Can you hear us, Smitty? Can you
What's
hear
going
us?
on?
What's going on, bro? All right, before you get started, appreciate you tapping in. I know it's a lot, bro. But Mr. Smith, what was you finish? What was you about to say? And then I'm gonna have Smitty tap in, and then B Shack, I want you to get your time to really talk. Go ahead, Mr. Smith. Damn, we might have to cut this. I'm getting a lot of like stuttering here.
What I was saying was
Mm-hmm.
just in response to that, right? Is we could use any example that we. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just your screen is stuttered, but we can hear you though. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Mr.
So
Smith.
what I was saying was is that we could use all the different. Oh, okay. So all of the different examples, it still falls on deaf ears when we're scoring 130 points. We scored 130 points tonight in a defeat. Offense is not the problem. Offense isn't the problem even when we're goofing off out there and we look terrible. We're still number 3 on offense in the league. That means we're still elite. There are only 2 teams that are doing better than us on offense. But you know why we look terrible? Because one of the teams that's actually better than us on offense is the team that we played it against. And they have better defense. We don't have defense. So all this talk about Dame is not doing this and Giannis is not. It does not matter. We don't have defense at all. It begins and ends there. We are not a well-rounded team. We are massively top a nosebleed. The Milwaukee Packers right now. Joe Barry.
The Milwaukee Packers, right? Right.
Whatever example you want to use, I'm saying on defense. We're terrible on defense, and until we figure that out, people were laughing when I was saying, all right, well, maybe we could, think about Andrew Wiggins or whatever because he's doing terrible. Bro, we're doing terrible on defense right now. We're doing terrible. We're not in a position to laugh at anybody. We're not in a position to stick our nose up at.
I agree.
We're horrible. Go out and get yourself an Andrew Wiggins and see what that does for you. And I'm good on all the threes that Malik Beasley is shooting. Thank you for your.
Right. You breaking up a little bit, Mr. Smith. Hey, B Shack, you still there, B
But
Shack?
it's at the never seen it.
Okay.
And I don't want to see it anymore. our offense, as fantastic as we are, is succeeding at the expense of
No, I agree.
that's all. That's all. It looks like I'm breaking up, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to
Oh,
like
go
tap
ahead,
out for you
Smitty.
guys
Can you
tonight.
hear us,
But that's
Smitty?
all I wanted to say. Salute to
Okay.
the chat.
All
Good
right. Salute
vibes.
to you,
Hoping everyone's in a good place mentally, spiritually.
my man.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead, Smitty. Your screen a little, but we can hear you. So go ahead, Smitty. All right, Mr. Smith. All right, let me try to tap in. My man was waiting here for a minute too. Let me try to see if we can get
Um,
that thing.
I'm gonna go back to my other point
Okay.
I was talking about the other night. Remember, I was more of an advocate of blaming the players.
Right.
Um, I'm gonna put these losses on Griffin now because even because my point was I said I was gonna wait to judge Griffin when it comes to a series, right?
Mm-hmm. This
So
is
we
a
had lost to the
series.
pay. We what 4-1 against the
1-4.
1-4 against the Pacers.
Yeah.
Right, right. So we 1-4 against the Pacers. Okay. Um, and it's the same thing. They beat us the same exact way every single time. They speed up the tempo. They kill us in transition. They got great ball movement. And then when they got the when Halliburton is penetrating, they got cutting, and then they got when the other wing guys are replacing the cutters, so they getting wide open threes.
Hey, B Shack, he talking
So they
right now.
beating us
B
the same
Shack,
exact
he
way
talking
every
right
single
now.
time, bro. So that part of that
No, no,
yeah, part of that is a lot of that's coaching right there.
uh, I'm gonna hold you right there, Smitty. B Shack, can you please respond to that? What are your thoughts?
Listen, I totally agree. In the first half, I think it's maybe the first quarter, they kept running a play that was getting a switch with Turner having a smaller player down low, and we couldn't stop it. It was like there was no adjustment made, and I, we just have an inability with the defense to make the proper adjustments, getting the right personnel in there at the right time. And again, I watched it on the Pacers broadcast, and they were so confident as a broadcast team that the Pacers could get any shot they wanted. It was really embarrassing.
I
And
agree.
now the
Mm-hmm.
offense is not the that's the main issue, but I really feel, and it's the last thing I'll say because I'm breaking up so I can't really
Okay.
hear myself.
Right.
Um, is Dame the other night in his presser said he's still not accustomed to not having the ball in his hands. And he said
Mm-hmm.
it's messed with him a little bit. They need to put the doggone ball in Dame's hands. Giannis will get his,
No matter
but
what.
we are not going to make it if Dame be Dame, man.
Yeah. No. We got to figure something out, man. Coaching, personnel change. We need to figure something out. Hey Jeff, I'm gonna cut this live in a minute because the stream kind of acting crazy. But go ahead and get your comment off. Then I'm gonna let you take us home,
All right, I'm
Smitty.
out.
Are you out? Okay. All right. See you. All right. Respect, B Shack.
Yep.
Shout out to B Shack. I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on. I don't know if it's on y'all end or my end, but it's saying excellent connection on my end, so I'm not completely sure what's going on there. Let me tap you. I'm tapping you back in here, Jeff. All right. Smitty, go ahead, and then I'm gonna have you go, Jeff. Go ahead, Smitty.
Okay. And I also think there's a disconnect between Giannis, well, with Dame and Giannis or in Chris Middleton. I don't know what it is. Um, I even said in the chat a few times where they're beefing or where they icing Dame out because I truly feel in transition when Giannis got the ball in his hands when he pushing it, Dame should probably be the first person he's looking for. You know what I'm saying? He's looking
Hmm.
him off. Dame that
But in
irritates me.
Giannis'
I know
defense, he
they
used
ain't
to
gonna be
playing with
playing buddy
Chris
ball,
though.
but
But in Giannis' defense, he used to playing with Chris though, Smitty. It's gonna come naturally. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel they're working on that in practice because he knows how to work with Middleton naturally, and it looked natural. It looks very awkward sometimes him trying to play with Dame. And I feel like that's not being worked on in practice. It can't be.
If it ain't worked on in practice, they definitely got to try to work on it in game. Then
They not. And I'm telling y'all, I admit Dame is not playing well. He's playing like trash. I am not saying that he's not. But are we putting him in the best situation to be effective is the question that I ask. That's what I'm asking. Is Griffin putting him in the best situation to be effective?
I think they're not putting him in a good situation because when he initiates the offense and when he gets going early, the team looks a lot better.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I said, Smitty, if we can't figure out how to use Dame, trade him then. If you can't figure out how to use him, if the coach isn't competent enough, we need to trade him for some other pieces that work better with the way Giannis wants to play. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Because if we're not going to use Dame the way he needs to be used, trade him for pieces that make more sense for what we're trying to do or what Griffin is trying to do.
But okay, so you want to talk about the trade? So like people talk about trade. So like they want to trade Lopez. Giannis wanted him back. In result, they had to bring Giannis. They had to bring Robin aboard, right? He wanted Middleton back. He wanted Connaughton back. He wanted Dame there. You know what I'm saying? So when he wanted his brother there. So like when it comes to trading, who the hell we gonna trade if he wanted all these cats there in the first place?
That's
you know what I'm saying? He handpicked his coach. He handpicked his coach, bro. So it's like Giannis, some of this, you know, you gotta take the brunt of some of this too, because some of the personnel you wanted, this is the coach you wanted, is not panning out, you know, at this point.
Yeah, but I still blame it. A lot of this is on defense because we scored a ton of points.
Yeah. I'm not blaming the play on Giannis. I'm just saying, you know, just other issues that's right. underlining on the team. You feel me?
No, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Go ahead, Jeff. How you feeling, bro? Sorry, we was having some technical difficulties, but go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff. We hear you. Jeff, I can hear you, bro. Can you go? Hold on 1 second.
But
go ahead, Jeff.
But what's the definition of a point guard? The ball needs to be in the point guard's hand, not in the power forward's hands at all times. Dame is going to get, Giannis is going to get his. Dame will make sure Giannis get his. That's all I'm saying. And we need to get a coach that's going to be able to utilize Dame and Giannis and Chris correctly. And I'm sorry to say this, bring Bud back to help with the defense.
Right. That's blowing my mind. But I get where that energy coming from.
I'm not saying bring him back to head coach. I'm saying help with the defense, because Griffin ain't doing a darn thing.
But he's supposed to be a defensive wizard. Ain't that what they said, Smitty?
That's what I'm saying.
They said
allegedly he was a defensive wizard. Allegedly,
bro.
Some of this got to go on horse too, because
I'm a better defensive coach than
Griffin. Ain't doing a good job.
I'm a better head coach than Griffin, and I don't even coach. I play point guard, so I know.
Is a coach. Hey,
I know that a point guard is supposed to have the ball in his hand.
Right. We got to take more respect too for what Smitty's saying. Smitty is actually a coach. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to you for that, Smitty, and tapping in with that knowledge.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying then.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Smitty.
That's why we got to take what he's saying a little more. He's actually coaching. He's looking at things from a different set of lens. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's hit home more for me, because I think a lot of people feel that way, but maybe don't want to express it. You know what I'm saying? I know that they want Griffin to do well and all of that. He got a great story, and you know what I'm saying? But
Griffin needs to go.
Damn.
Griffin needs to go. I've been saying that
all
season.
You just cut it like that, though. That man was just like, oh, we ain't going through all of that.
He needs to go.
Bro.
He needs to go. He lied to everybody.
Hey, he called him a liar. Hey, just called him a liar, bro.
He is not no defensive coach.
Imposter, bro.
He's
Said,
way over
hey,
his
I'm gonna
head.
let you
He
cook.
can't coach
I'm
his
just
way
gonna
out of
let
a
you
paper
cook,
bag.
Jeff.
He can't
My
coach his
man
way out of a
wilding
paper
out.
bag.
Hey, Jeff mad for real, bro. Jeff mad for real. I
I've been
feel you,
saying that
Jeff.
all season. But Smitty, you know what I'm saying, that a point guard should have the ball in his hands and facilitate, right?
Yeah. Because like I agree, because I was watching the game with my dad, and me and him, we got kind of in a heated argument, not an argument, a heated debate, because the Bucks went like a 4-minute stretch without scoring, and Chris and Giannis, they taking turns shooting. Everybody else shooting. Dame ain't hardly touched the ball. So I'm like, they need to get the ball back in Dame's hands, whether he shoot it or not. He could settle the team down,
They
get
brought him. They
get
brought
a flow
Dame in.
going, a
They
rhythm
brought
going.
Dame there to shoot.
Yeah, but they also
They
brought
brought
him to run
Dame
the
there to
team, so
shoot.
he got to be able to. They got to allow him to be able to settle the team down and get them in the flow when they in the funk. But they not doing it. It's always up to Giannis or Middleton. They be waving
If they
them off. So
if Terry Stotts was there, they probably would be going through Dame if he didn't quit.
and that might have been
Actually
part
is,
of the issue.
that's a valid point. I see you, Chitty. I'm gonna
That,
tap you in a minute.
that might have been a part
But
of
I'm
the
about to
issue
get on
with
the
him.
bus. I'm heading home.
Okay, good luck. Hey, safe travels. Safe travels, fam.
Thanks.
All right, Jeff. I see you in a minute. I'm gonna tap you in, Chitty. Go ahead, Smitty. I'm just tapping in, Chitty. Go ahead.
Okay, that might have been part of the problem with him and Stotts. Stotts might have had one vision of like, we want to run it through Dame, and then
Right.
Griffin probably like, no, we want to run it through Giannis, So
that could have been part of it.
You
I
know,
don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I'm just speculating that just on the outside looking in, like what could have been the issue outside of Terry Stotts could have been obviously undermining them for the head gig, but
right.
It could have just been a difference in philosophy. I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, that's fair point. Chitty, what you got to say, bro? I'm gonna get out of here in a minute. We almost running in on 2 hours here, but go ahead, Chitty. Tell me, how you feel, bro?
Yeah. So how I'm feeling is so blame is going to go around. Coach first. He is kind of like tilting the part of board. And what's the part? Not listening to the fan base, not truly watching films as he said he's going to be watching, and analyzing games play by play. Now, if Griffin was doing his assignment, he will understand that when Andre Jackson Jr. was in the starting five, we had smoother games, we had cleaner wins. And now removing him out of the starting five because Beasley is back from injury, we are now having from the first 10 games sample size of problems we are having. So it's not far fetched from the truth. If truly you're doing your assignment and you're actually going through the books and watching the videos, you understand that you need to actually put Beasley back to the bench and have Andrew Jackson Jr. Exactly. Now, in today's game, if you looked at if he's going to truly, because moving forward now, this is what I'm going to be judging Griffin by. If he's going to watch today's game and our loss today, he will see that in the second quarter, we were able to close the game and were able to lead the Pacers in the second quarter. How did we do it? Who are the players playing then? What was the changes that you made that worked? Andre Jackson Jr. and Majon Buchamp was playing. Giannis, and then we had even campaign and this guy alongside Bobby Portis. So these five guys, so if you're using that sample size, you understand that there is these two guys who are aggressive, which is Andre Jackson Jr., who is the X factor number one for our defense.
I agree.
And then you have Majon Buchamp. And the reason why you need Majon Buchamp is because of these young blood teams. Young blood teams like the Orlando Magic, the OKC Thunder, they are a young team. The Pacers, Indiana Pacers, they're a young team. So when you see these teams, your starting five should automatically be Andre Jackson Jr., number one, X Factor, and Majon Buchamp. Start these guys, give them 30 plus minutes. Because these guys will deliver for you more than what a Malik Beasley or a Brook Lopez would deliver. It's just that simple.
How do you feel about that, Smitty? How you feel about that, Smitty?
About which part?
About Andre Jackson Jr. starting over Beasley and the pace of the game and energy being different.
Yeah, I've been saying he should have been starting. The moment he was allowed to start when I think Beasley got hurt, it was a difference. It was a difference in the tempo and the pace of what they played, and the way they got Giannis playing, bro, it's like too slow, bro. Giannis should be up and down the court like the Pacers, but
he's a Ferrari, bro, and we using him in residential.
Yep. So
Again, Amara, I wanted to add this, right? If you notice, right, look at that same 4-game sample size where we blew out the Pistons. We beat the Chicago Bulls. Look at that game where Andrew Jackson Jr. started. You will notice that Dame wasn't missing shots. Why was that? Our point of attack defense was locked up. So people could not drive in, and that made the possible that we were getting more turnovers from
and fast break
opposite
points and able to push
opposition
the
team.
pace.
And fast break points, and then Dame was able
Get into rhythm.
score his layups exactly, because guess what? When we have fast break points like that and we steal the ball from the opposition turnovers, what happens? Dame is free to the basket and he lays it up. So he gets more points. So his field goal percentage, instead of it dropping to 40-something%, it's at 57% to 65%.
Right.
Meaning that he's looking great. So he's making more shots. But the truth is, when Beasley is in the game, Dame is always missing his 3 points. And he's also missing his layups. Because everywhere is choked up. But Andrew Jackson Jr. knows. Watch what Andrew Jackson Jr. did in the second quarter of this fifth game we played against Pacers. Watch what he did. He was able to run a line cross from the 3-point line on all the defenders that were trying to build a wall on Giannis. Watch the second quarter of the game. Look at how he was able to pace that wall and broke it out.
Then to you, Chitty, the X factor is Andre Jackson Jr. I want to add on
The
to
X
that.
factor is
I
Andre
think
Jackson Jr.
Beauchamp need to be playing more. From what I've seen, when Beauchamp and Andre Jackson are on the floor together, they make things happen. The defense looks a lot more athletic. We look more aggressive. We have players. I don't know if they're put in the best positions to be effective by the current coaching staff right now. Maybe the coaching staff gets it together a few games from now or a month from now. Maybe they do. But as of right now, I don't think this coaching staff is putting players in the most effective spots for them. That's just my opinion. Offensively or defensively. Period.
I
think.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I think
hold on
we
1
made
second.
a mistake.
Go ahead, Smitty.
No, I was gonna say another thing Andre Jackson brings, because without him out there, we got 5 dudes that's looking to score at all times. So when Andre Jackson is out there, the ball movement is out there. Is good out when he's out there, and then he crashes the board, something that Brook don't do. So he's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Then he's bringing the energy. So it's hard to get a flow when you got 5 guys always looking for their own shot, bro, including Brook. He's looking to shoot that rock every time he touch it.
No, I agree. Pam, we're not making excuses. We're giving you examples of why he is struggling and why he's not in the offense like he should be. They're not excuses. Like I said, if somebody's been doing something 10 years, you asking them to do the complete. For instance, all right. Oh, okay. So we'll look at Miami when they had their big 3, right? Bosh was averaging like 25 and 13 before he came to Miami and was in the post and all of that stuff. But he couldn't play in the post anymore because you got to leave the lane open for LeBron. So then he was resorted to a jump shooter. And it even took him time to adjust to that role. And his points diminished from 25 to like 17 because he had a ball dominant point forward. So what I'm trying to give you guys examples of how it takes people time to adjust to a brand new role. Squid, you're not going to start hooping right away in a new system, sir. Especially if you're a point guard, sir. Because you need the ball in your hand. You're used to it. That's all I'm saying. If he got to adjust to this, he got to adjust. But for y'all to be acting like somebody could just do something all day life and then switch and just like that, everything, they just adjust to a new way of playing, it's crazy. Yeah, we're not saying he's not playing like trash. I'm saying you got to give that man some real time to adjust to just being a jump shooter and not really controlling the game. He's been controlling the game since he was in college. So, like, what are we doing? That's why I said. That's why I've been saying Smitty trade Dame. Most of the people in the chat think Dame is Dame's fault. So let's trade him and see what we can do better. Then let's see if it makes us better. We trade Dame. Let's see if it makes us better.
Yeah.
Because
Well, Amara,
I don't know what else to say. I'm giving
I,
examples. I'm showing everything to make you understand, and it's still you don't care. So let's just trade him and get rid of him. Let's see if we better then. Let's cut him. He's trash, like y'all saying. Let's just cut him. Let's just cut him. Why not?
Amara, if we do trade Dame, Milwaukee Bucks will not suffer. Let's just be honest. We won without Dame. Dame just came into this team. He's just
Okay.
how old? Like he's
Okay.
not. He's not. The truth is, if we trade Dame, we'll still not suffer. The truth is, in fact, if we trade Dame currently, we're in a powerhouse to trade them and get what we want. We can get great players from the amount of salary. Do you know Milwaukee Bucks is part of the top 5 teams currently in the NBA that are paying high salaries to
They have
their players.
the third highest salary. Okay, so
The third, exactly.
from your perspective, we
So
trade
from
we
Dame's salary,
trade
we can
Dame.
get better players.
We would be better without Dame, is what you're saying.
Of course, because we won
Okay.
without Dame. Like history has shown that we won without Dame. So the downfall of Milwaukee Bucks will be if Giannis requests for a trade because of this nonsense happening right now. I can tell you, Dame cannot carry a team like Milwaukee Bucks the way Giannis carries it.
So who y'all gonna
Dame
trade?
cannot.
Okay, then who would you? Okay, then so everybody's in agreement.
If
Dame is trash. Dame is trash. He's terrible, and we need to trade him. That's the consensus of the chat. Dame is trash. He's terrible. He's hurting the team. Who do you guys want for Dame? Who do you guys want for Dame?
I'll trade them for 3 players in Miami Heat.
They ain't doing
Bam
that shit.
Adebayo.
Why do you think they're gonna trade
that.
Bam
Hero.
out of? Okay, go ahead. Who do you want? Who would you want?
Them would give me Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero.
They would never do that trade.
If I take them to Orlando Magic, I would get. If I take them to Orlando Magic, I will get this their star player, this upcoming guy that played for the US team. What's his name again?
Are you talking about Banchero?
You know who I'm talking about?
But you talking about Banchero?
Banchero, yeah, yes. Okay. And I can get him with Franz Mugner.
Okay.
Right, Franz Wagner.
So you would trade Dame for
if I leave Orlando Magic, I could go to the Pacers and get Tyrese Haliburton since I'm looking for a point guard. I will get him with 2 other players, 2 defenders.
Why would they give up Tyrese Haliburton?
Oh, the truth is because what's Dame, the amount of value of Dame currently now, there are teams who need a Dame but would get more than what we want as a value inclined, based on what his value is saying in the market or his salary currently.
Okay, but
let's say we want to trade him.
Regardless, Shitty, you're saying we would be better off without Dame. So in reality, we should have never traded for Dame and kept Drew, and we would have been a better team. Correct?
No, that's not correct.
Okay.
No, that's not correct. So the truth is, we traded for Dame based on what we've seen from Portland Trailblazers. He wanted to be on a championship team, just like Chris Paul was traded from Suns to Golden State Warriors. He wanted to be on a championship team because, as media has said, he has not had an opportunity to be able to contend for the championship. Now you're on a contender.
1 second.
Contending team.
1 second, Chitty. Squid, put in the chat who you want to trade Dame for, sir. Put in the chat who you want to trade Dame for. We know he's trash. He's a terrible player. We understand that. Overpaid, trash, never does anything. So I just want to see what y'all trade proposals are, because clearly, like, y'all don't think he brings any value. So I'm just, and that's fine. Y'all don't think he brings value. That's fine. So I just want to know who y'all want to get rid of him for. And I'm waiting on you, Squid. And the link is in the chat. Go ahead, Chitty.
If we trade them to OKC Thunders, we could get Shea.
No.
And we could also trade
No. What are you talking about? They are not going to trade Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for Dame. He's 20-something. Dame is 34. Their team is killing people. Why would they do that? That's not possible. No, OKC is off the table. No, next team. That's ridiculous. They're a top 2
Okay,
or 3 team in the West.
if we don't want that, we could also trade them to Celtics. I think Celtics love superstars.
And get who back?
We'll get Jaylen Brown.
No, they're
Get
not
Jaylen
doing
Brown
that either.
and
They're not doing
yeah,
that
because
either.
that's what it is.
They have Derek
No,
White
that's what
already.
it is.
They got point guards already. They got Derek White. They got Drew
Yeah,
Holiday. They got Pritchard. So that's not gonna work. They're not going to give us Jaylen Brown for
so
Dame.
the best bet for us is to trade him to Miami Heat, who was in the trade talks with us, and we get Bam Adebayo and Tyler.
No, Chitty. They tried that originally.
Mm.
Miami was not doing that trade originally. That's what Portland wanted. They were not giving that trade. Next team. Miami was not doing that. So next team.
Amara. So what you're saying is that we, the Milwaukee Bucks, we got the bitter or the bad trade itself, because what I'm listening to now is that there is no other team that would actually want to vie for Dame currently. It means that his stock is dropping.
It has to be a fit to make sense. If somebody, you're saying like, oh, trade him to Sacramento for De'Aaron Fox. Why would I trade for an older player when I have a young player that's doing the same thing? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's not.
So it means the Dame trade is a bad trade.
Y'all said it's a bad trade. I'm telling what y'all saying. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all are saying Dame is trash.
And we're giving options of what we could actually get from Dame.
But you're asking to go to teams.
I'm giving options of what we could get.
You have to need a point guard. You can't just trade people randomly. This isn't fantasy draft. You have to have something that each player wants. Drew is a point guard, correct? 30-some years old.
No,
listen, Chitty, I'm trying to break this down simple, bro. Drew Holiday is 30-something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dame is 30-something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense. They're at the same age, same salaries in range. That makes sense. You can't trade.
Yeah, but that was not the only person we traded.
You can't trade a 34-year-old and then try to get a 24-year-old. What GM would allow that? They would be fired immediately. That's not going to work. It's just not. That's what I'm saying. Who do y'all want to trade for that's realistic? That's what I'm trying to get to y'all to see. This is a point guard driven league. Everybody has a point guard.
Okay, you know what? Right? You know what? I'll state this, and I'll say it clearly. I think people we can trade from the Milwaukee Bucks currently would really be
Hold on 1 second.
players like.
Chitty. I'm tired of this narrative right here. Squid, you need to call in. You be saying some outlandish stuff in the chat, and I know you see this link. You need to call in. I don't even care if you show your face. Bro, who blamed Giannis? Where did we blame Giannis? This is being recorded. Who blamed Giannis? Nobody blamed Giannis. We just said to agree with y'all. If y'all saying Dame is trash and he don't fit, trade him. Because if they're not gonna work him into the offense correctly, get rid of him. Like I told you, Squid. If you go from something you had never done before and it's happening, it's going to take time. If you don't understand that, tell me who you can get for him.
But then again, Dame is not a rookie. Dame is not a rookie that we need to put him in the right place for him to shine or make like there are just some things that I don't think is right for a player like Dame. It's like Kristaps Porzingis when he came into the Celtics, and people are like, okay, Kristaps Porzingis, you're in Celtics, but we don't want you. Okay, so we want to put him in the best position to make some shots.
What position is Kristaps?
He's a power forward. He's a power forward just like Giannis.
What position is Damian Lillard?
Dame is a point guard, but even Tyrese Haliburton that was a point guard came from the Kings.
No. We're gonna break this down.
Yes.
Is Kristaps a player that has the ball in his hands or initiates the offense or any of that?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so we'll stop there.
No, he doesn't have the ball.
No. We're gonna stop right there. Now, Dame being a point guard, as a point guard, what are you used to?
you're used to like controlling the game, having the ball in your hands, controlling the pace of the game, setting the pace of the game, right? Correct, but he's not doing any of that. He's not doing any of that. Instead, he's wasting a lot of shots.
No,
He's going
he's not.
3 of 13,
That's what
3
I'm
of
trying to tell you.
26.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, Chitty. If
But,
we're
but,
not
but
going to
he's having
utilize, if we're
opportunities. He's
not going
making
to
26
utilize him the
goals
way,
and he's only making only 3 out of 10.
listen, Chitty. What I'm telling you is, if
Yeah,
that's what he's used to, and you just told me the position of a point guard, and that's not really what he can do
yes.
on this team, and they're not going to change anything, that's why I'm saying we need to trade him. If we're not going to use his skill set of what made him great in Portland, if that's not possible here, and you guys aren't willing to be patient and let him work through that, then trade him. You just said we wouldn't miss a beat if we trade him. You just said that. You just literally said we wouldn't
But
miss a beat. So that's fine then. That's cool. I'm not mad at that. That's cool. I just want to say if we do trade him, we should get back equal value. And if say we trade him and it don't work, I should be getting $100 super chats from all of y'all. All of y'all. Because that's what
well,
I'm saying.
Amara,
So
Amara, we have
what I'm
we
trying
have
to get
we have a
what I'm trying to
Tyrese
get across to
Haliburton.
you.
We
Let me
have a
ask you
Tyrese
one more
Haliburton
question,
on the
Chitty. Let
Pacers
me
who
ask you
does not
one more
hold the ball
question.
all the time.
Okay, let me ask you one question. Do you think if our coach
Yes.
was Eric Spoelstra, if our coach was the Spurs coach, if our just the top coaches, do you think they would have found a way to make this work already?
Actually, we've had somebody who was under the tutelage of Popovich, who is in Mike Budenholzer, and we've seen what he was able to do, like no in-game adjustment. So that's a no. We've tried that for 5 years. So if we're talking about Eric Spoelstra, if we're talking about Eric Spoelstra in a Milwaukee Bucks, I think Eric Spoelstra will come with that hit culture, and that hit culture is always finding ways to win games and not waste opportunities. Yes, we do play dumb basketball, and I think a coach like Eric Spoelstra will put us straight in that. But I also think that Eric Spoelstra would also trade a lot of players on the Milwaukee Bucks because they have low IQ. A lot of them will be traded. Let's be honest.
All
That's
right,
what
let's get
an Eric Spoelstra
we
will
get
do.
it's getting a little late here. All right, Chitty, I'm gonna let you finish your last statement, Smitty. I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I didn't even
I'm
realize this.
good. I'm good.
Okay. All right, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tapping. Hey, Smitty, stay consistent, bro. I really like when you be tapping in. Chitty, you already know you my mans. We gonna go back and forth, but it's
Ah,
all love, Bucks Nation. Y'all know we
no
got different
problem.
viewpoints sometimes, but it's all love. All right, Chitty.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah, cheers.
All right. Cheers. All right. Let me get a couple comments, then I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Damn, Bryce said we just gotta accept the fact the Pacers are better than us. I think they're a better coach and more disciplined team, but I wouldn't say they're better than us. What up, Lost Ghost Rider? Defense horrible, can't stop anyone. Emerson said free Dame. Then that's what I'm saying. Everybody's saying he's trash and he's weak and all that fly stuff. Let's just trade him then. That's what I'm on. I'm not blaming nobody no more. I'm just saying obviously the Bucks Nation feels Dame is the issue. Let's trade him then. Let's just trade him. See what we can get. Dame can't play any defense at all. He's trying though. I agree with that. Pam said this is a defensive issue, not a Dame or Giannis issue. Every time they lose, that is the argument. No perimeter defense, a problem. There is no dog. No, Pam, that's a fact. We completely agree with you there, Pam. No, we were just talking. They were saying why Dame is struggling offensively. That's why we went down that path. The defense is terrible. We talk about that ad nauseum, and we need to get some dogs. So one way or the other, Pam, we need to make some trades. Like I said, you get PJ on the cheap. I know PJ is washed, but maybe he can get a light of fire under this team to have a sense of urgency. I think that's the biggest problem with this team is we don't have a sense of urgency. Let me get it. Stacy said facts, Pam. Shout out to Pam. Yeah, Pam, you need a backup point guard who can play defense plus a perimeter defender. That's what we've been saying all year, though. I've been saying, I don't know. Hey, why can't we go get Bol or somebody? Why can't we get Bol? He should be available. Pam, we can score, I agree, but it's still no cohesion. That's the problem. There's no cohesion. We don't have like pet plays or anything like that. That's my problem, Pam, with the offense. Yes, we score, but there's no structure. That's my problem. But you have a point. Mr. Priceless said Lopez don't play to his strengths. That the coach got to put him in the right position. Green Ranger said Lopez. What up, Green Ranger said Lopez for Wiggins? Pam said Lopez looks bad because guys are getting blown by. You got to slow that down. He is a shot blocker, not a perimeter defender. But we need a mixture of both. That's my problem. You say I defend Dame all the time, Pam. You do a lot of defending of Lopez. You do a lot of defending of Lopez, Pam. Allen was good. So if it was a playoff series, we basically got gentlemen swept. Yeah, for the most part. BF said, do you think we'll trade Pat soon? I doubt it. Othello Rucker said, Pam, good point. Absolutely. Janet MOC was good. I don't care how good a coach Spo is. Every year he gets out coached to where they don't win a championship. That's fair point. Pronte was good. I agree, Ms. Smith. Too many times we let teams Brook Lopez a lot of tip duck on a free because he did try to get the rebound. I've never seen that. Yeah, I agree. My boy King Key said Bucks Nation. What up, fam? Well, I was just chopping it up with P today about you, bro. We just talking about the guys like, man, we gotta holler at Keys. I'm over here ready to fight for the first one ever in Indiana. Right, bro. Right, dirty town. Shout out to Gary. Whole town stink. Pam, that's what I'm saying. Let's just get rid of him, Pam. That's what I'm saying. We making it. Everybody's saying we making excuses for Dame and all that. Let's just trade him. Let's just cut it. Let's just cut it. Forget it. Cut it. He can't help us. He trash. Throws 24 points, 25 points a game. He's trash. Let's just cut it. He's trash. I agree. Let's just cut it. Let me get a couple more of these comments off, y'all. Oh, what a AJ said this guy's just talking crap. Okay. Lost Ghostwriter said we need a new coach. Griffin is a bum. Damn. B-Shack said this is so bad. My man B-Shack wasn't even himself today, y'all. We got to get back to with it. Pam said can't wait till Crowder is back. I hope that helps a little bit. What up, Nick? He said Lopez got to go. We got to figure something out. Pronte said I'm with you, Green Ranger. Hey, did I tap you in when you asked, Brandon? If not, you can tap back in before I get up out of here, Brandon. Oh, this is interesting. Emerson said bench Dame and Brook, then let him cook with Lopez. Let's see it. Okay. Gibson said B-Shack, I'm so disappointed in Adrian Griffin as our head coach. It's not his fault. It's not his fault, I guess. I don't know. Pam said defense is just trash. Agree. Patricia P. This team lacks direction, guidance, and focus. Handle it, Griff. I don't know what else to say. Wow, Gary Foster said bring Stotts back, fire Griff. Lost Ghostwriter said if Dame is not scoring, he is useless. Thank you, Pam. Pam said hit the like button, y'all. Appreciate it. Let's try to get the 90 in there. What up, Stacy? David, what's good? Oh, man, I didn't even see you, RJ back. What up? What up, bro? I don't mean to keep you on here that late. We ain't beating the young teams unless Giannis goes Super Saiyan 2 or trades need to be made. Otherwise, Griff gone before the playoffs. Fact, shout out to the UK, bro. What up, Zane? Fletcher? Fletcher 12 said, yo, and what's the reason the Bucks didn't hire Doka? He took a job before our job was free. Hey, Dark Link, the link was in the chat. I'm gonna start posting a link like every 5 minutes because there's so many comments, so y'all can tap in. But everybody was tapping in. You see CJ tapped in, Jeff, Smitty. So people was tapping in. I'll make sure to put it in there. Let me get a couple more comments off in here. My bad, y'all. What up, Sherelle? I ain't seen you in a minute. Peace, peace. We need a real coach, a coach that can coach our trifecta, Giannis, Dame, and Chris. Bobby and Brooks should be inside for rebounds and putbacks. Very simple, direct to the point. Shout out. I know more than you was good. Need a smarter coach that can run the Bron, D Wade, Kyrie for Dame and Giannis. Like I said, if we're not going to be able to really do the pick and roll and all that, we can't really utilize Dame. We should get rid of him for some athletic big or something like that. Cause that's what y'all want anyway. Y'all want Dame head. So let's give it to y'all. Let's just trade Dame. All right. Oh, what up, Tony Jackson? Tony said, doesn't matter who we get or who we trade for the system. You're setting them up for failure. Their culture needs to be changed. Facts! Shout out to Tony Jackson. Exactly, sir. Shout out to you, bro. Squid said Windows and Linux examples not work because you obviously are not in IT, sir, or you don't understand operating systems. That was extremely valid, bro. Extremely valid. If you go research Windows and Linux, maybe it'll make sense to you, sir. Squid, are you in IT? Man, I want you to tap in so bad. If you don't got a cell phone, I will pay for a cell phone with a camera for you to tap in, bro. I really want you to tap in. Melissa A said, how will we utilize Jay when he comes back and get rid of PC? PC. Oh, what up, Nick? Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. What up, King Temp? Two Red Violin. I see you said Dame too passive. I agree. Hey, Dark Kent, you just click the link in the chat and copy and paste it in your browser. What up, Nuisance? Oh, what up, 7Z? Nick Swin said Dame may not be shooting well right now, but he's still a threat. I agree. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. Shout out to Nick. My boy 7Z in here. 7Z, Dame is struggling. Y'all think he's going to put up 60 points every night? Dame is trash, 7Z. Dame is trash. Mr. Cool said, B-Shack, I think NBA unofficially banned Mark Jackson because of his position on a certain topic. Facts. The Truth said, I like the Bol idea. Yeah, we need to go get Bol. I think Bol would help us. Bol got game for real. He would help us. 7Z. Okay, you said Bol. Are you kidding me? He can't even get off the bench with the Suns, but when he get in the game, he be producing. And let's take that out of the equation. Is Bol better than Robin Lopez? 100%. That's what I'm thinking about. Bol is 100% better and has way more skill set than Robin Lopez. Let me know if I'm lying, 7Z. Sucker Free Taste said, new culture, hard-nosed coach. Pause. Come on, fam. Shout out to Sucker Free. Nuisance was good. Nuisance said, John Horst must have fell for Grissom social demeanor versus actually listen to the words that came out of his mouth. Fact, shout out to you. The Truth said, 7Z, that's the Sun, not the Bucks. Thank you. The B-Shack said we want Squid. Yeah, we do. What up, Zane? If I was coach, I would have these players doing we don't have the fundamentals. We don't even have the fundamentals. We're a joke. Prate said the whole time does stink. It does, bro. I had to go in. Sucker Free said, I'm out. Peace. B-Shack said, Mark is my former classmate. He deserves another opportunity. I agree. Shout out to B-Shack. I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. We just did a 2.5 hour live. Shout out to Bucks Nation. Hey, before we tap out of here, y'all, can we at least get the 90 likes? I'm not asking for the 100. If we can just get 3 more likes before we get out of here. Bucks Nation, we just put in pain after this loss. We just went ahead and did a 2.5 hour live, y'all. Can we please? There's 3 more likes. I ain't even gonna say 100. Can we just get the 90, ladies and gentlemen? I appreciate y'all, Bucks Nation. Shout out to the best Bucks chat on YouTube, and this is the best, pure, unfiltered Bucks podcast on YouTube, and I got money on it. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Daniel Orton. Salute to my boy Brandon too. I don't know what happened with the internet, fam, but I want you to tap back in early next time, Brandon. We need 2 more likes, y'all. Can we get 2 more likes before we get out of here? Daniel, I'll hit you up later, bro. Mr. Cool says the truth somehow Udoka got the Celtics to play defense. He got the Rockets playing defense. Tony Jackson said, y'all talking about getting rid of the top 75 player. Wow. You know, I hope you get what's really going on, Tony. Shout out to you, bro. One more. Can we get one more like from Bucks Nation? We had 89 likes. Can we get one more? Thank you. Salute to you. Salute to the chat. Salute to the person that gave a thumbs down. It's all good. I hope we can provide better content for you in the future. What up, D Gibbs? I didn't even know you was in here. What up, bro? And Jimmy Roller, too. Sergio, I saw you, too. My bad, bro. There's a lot going on in here today. It was cracking. Salute to y'all. Make sure I didn't miss nobody. Spoke to Nuisance, Gibson, Sergio. Oh, WFSO, what's good, fam? WFSO says some of these comments today made me want to jump out the window. It's the coach and the bench that's the problem. Salute, WFSO, my man. My man. John Jackson was good, bro. You been snapping today, but salute to you. You saying some heat, bro. Hey, John Jackson, you be saying a lot of good stuff. You should tap in too, fam. You should tap in. All y'all got to do to tap in before I tap out here, you see the link. All you got to do is copy and paste it in your favorite web browser. Hit enter. It's gonna ring to me, and I'm gonna put you in the green room, and then I'll tap you in. If y'all got any questions, I'll try to look through the chat and find you, or somebody in the chat will be able to tell you. Daniel tap in all the time. Brandon, Gibson, B-Shot, they'll be able to walk y'all through the process. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm Amber. What up, Robert Brooks? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades and news. Trades, rumors, and news live edition where the Bucks got their head beat in again by the damn, I hate even saying this. The Indiana Pacers 142 to 130. We got smoked in this series 1-4. We need to figure it out and do some soul searching on this team. Please comment, like, subscribe, share the content. Salute to you. And as my boy Gibson Nicholas would say, peace and love the Bucks Nation. The next day will be better. We got to put this in the rear view mirror and just move forward and play better, y'all. For real, for real. We'll get better. And again, I appreciate everybody being civil in the chat. Not too much personal. This is just about the Bucks. This is not for personal attacks or any of that. When I say that this is friends and family, that's how I feel. And we should respect each other as friends and family, even if we don't always agree with your opinion. This is a platform for Bucks people from all backgrounds, all viewpoints to come and say how they feel. And I want everybody to feel welcomed and saying how they feel, regardless if we agree with it or not. This is a platform for Bucks fans to express themselves, and I want to keep it that way, y'all. So peace and love, as Gibson would say. Go on, y'all.